There, I think we have audio now. Why
okay,
we
now
didn't
you have to
before.
do your intro again.
Yeah, probably so. Why we didn't have audio before, I have no idea. But I think we have it now. Okay, well, I'm here. Jessie is also here. You couldn't hear the giggling, but I did have her wave. She's right there behind this huge box. So, Catherine is also here. Catherine is my daughter. She is serving overseas. And so cool. She's here too. That's awesome. Welcome, everyone. We are going to be Hear You Now. Thank you, Tom. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That is a very cool thing. Oh, see, I see now, Tom, that you just sent me your channel ID. So,
don't lose that.
No, well, it's on an email, so maybe I can go ahead and do it now.
Look, I can do shadow puppets.
I don't know. You can do. Here, let's move this out of the way so that you're not.
Oh, now you can't see you.
There. See,
okay.
I can. There's the big box is there. So, it's there. Let me see if I can make Tom a moderator real quick, because he has been dutifully and patiently waiting, and I have not been able to figure it out, but I'm going to just take a stab at it real quick, and if it works, it works. If not, well, you're still here.
Again. We'll try again
later. But let's go to YouTube, and then my channel, and then customize my channel.
There's a lot of talk going on.
And then, let's see, where do I go? Comment? No.
Well, happy Saturday.
Yeah, you talk.
Me, I like talking. That's a good thing.
Tell me about
it. I woke up this morning and I was like, I'm in such a good mood. I'm so happy. Let's talk. And he was like, no.
Well, we'll just have to see about that.
And I got us Steamers West for breakfast.
Yes.
So that was good. We got our good coffee. So.
Oh, there's that. Okay, found that.
I mean, I don't drink coffee. I drink tea.
Yeah, she drinks chai tea. I
did drink my chai tea.
Oregon chai tea, to be exact.
The liquid, yes. I don't like the chai powder. That's gross.
Chai powder. Oh, wait. Oregon chai.
You know, whatever, Mr. Adjectives on your coffee.
I just say as sugar-free as possible.
Yes, but there's like 4 other adjectives before that.
That is true. This is she got me one and I put it in my cup. So this is a white chocolate mocha with hazelnut and salted caramel. Sugar-free as possible. And we go to a place that all of that is sugar-free. So this is a sugar-free white chocolate mocha with hazelnut and salted caramel.
So it's like 7 adjectives.
I literally go into a store. I have been known to literally walk into a coffee shop and tell the person behind the counter, make my coffee taste as little like coffee as possible. Because I don't like the taste of coffee. I like the effect that it has. I like that it gives me a little bit of pep, and I like all these other flavors that are in here. So I am drinking coffee, but some of you are like going, that's not coffee. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
We tried some, what was it, Black Rifle?
Oh, yeah.
Coffee.
Well, see, here's the thing. Somebody asked us in our last Q&A, what, do you drink Dutch Bros or do you drink Black Rifle Coffee Company? And I was like, I've never had Black Rifle Coffee Company.
Yeah.
I've never had their coffee yet. So, I was at Stan's. What was I picking up? I was picking up a sprinkler for the lawn at Stan's, and I saw that they had a box of K-Pods, 48 rounds of coffee. That's how they have it. And so I was like, okay, I'll pick it up. $50. I'm like, I'll check the price tag next time.
But then he tried it.
It's actually really good.
Yeah.
It's actually really good. Sniper Smooth is probably my favorite. I've tried also Beyond Black. That woke me up, bro. Woo! That was something else.
The espresso or the
I haven't tried AK the espresso, and then I haven't tried, what was the other one?
Just Black?
Just Black. Yeah, and that's for the weaker folk among you. The Beyond Black is like, they got it from the bottom of the Mississippi River. It's something else. I mean, I like creamer in my coffee. I usually put 4 tablespoons? I usually put 4 tablespoons of creamer in a 20 ounce. No, it's 4.
Okay.
I do this every morning.
All right. Well.
I usually put 4. I put 5 in the Beyond Black. And I put a tablespoon of sugar-free chocolate in there as well, because I'm a mocha person. Just don't judge me.
And our creamer's sugar-free.
Yes, creamer's also sugar-free.
So.
But I put all that in there, and it was still dark. That's what they mean by Beyond Dark. That's how much of a dark roast this was. But it was pretty good. But I took one sip of it, and I was like the squirrel on Over the Hedge.
I still haven't seen that movie.
That's okay. I don't want to watch it.
I'm good with skipping it.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, I did watch, where did I go? I think it was like the dentist office or something like that. Or some other medical office, and they had it playing on the TV, and it wasn't even with no sound. And it was fun to watch with just no sound. I think that's where I go, because cartoon movies, they just go over the top with their voices sometimes.
Sometimes.
But anyway, back to Tom and trying to get this done. Okay, let's go here and keep talking, because I gotta keep talking. You gotta keep talking.
Give me something to talk about.
Entertain.
I don't entertain. I just talk.
Yes.
No, I entertain myself. I entertain myself.
You should see her whenever the music starts playing at the hockey games.
Okay.
She has to physically be restrained to not stand up and try to get the cameras on her.
Well, I don't try to get the cameras on me. I just try to embarrass the kids.
Which inevitably gets the cameras.
All I have to do is start going like this, and Aiden is like, "Oh."
Yep, that's true.
So it's successful. I have done dance for a long time. I was in a dance team in high school, and then I was in dance lessons as an adult frequently. And then we taught Zumba classes to the preschool, and we did dance with kids. And there's frequently, at the hockey games, I'm like, oh, I did a routine to this song. Oh, I did a routine to this song. I did a routine to this song, too. So I do like to take it, but mostly just to embarrass the kids. All 3 of them sit right in front of us. All I have to do is like slightly stand up out of my seat, and they're just heads down. Aiden will frequently walk away. So, but we have another couple months before hockey season again, so. But yeah, that's me. I shake. I move.
Well, we might have some questions coming from that statement.
I was talking about dancing.
I know. I'm not making it weird. I'm not making it weird. You are.
I'm drinking my tea.
Yes, you are. Okay, I can't do it on the fly right now, Tom, so I apologize. I need to think through this a little bit more. We'll get you running ASAP, buddy. I promise. But we gotta hit the ground running here, and so boom. All right, we will get it going. All right, let's get some questions. We do have this bad boy that we are going to be getting through, and I'm very excited to do it because it's a package that I got from my friend Justin at Restoration Games. Justin Jacobson is a guy that used to just be in our gaming group when I was with the Dice Tower down in Florida, and he lived nearby. And so he came to our meetups, and back then he was a lawyer of some kind. I don't know. There's so many different kinds of like specializations for lawyers, and he was a lawyer of some kind. I can't remember her exact I just remember that he helped us out when we were with the Dice Tower with like contracts with people and employment contracts and that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff that he used to do, and that's how I met Justin before Restoration Games was ever a thing. And when he started talking about doing Restoration Games, you know, bringing back some of the old games that we kind of grew up with. Now, I say that. I say we because I'm talking in a corporate sense with the gaming community at large. You know, some of the games he was talking about, I had never played before. I'd seen them in the toy stores. I remember seeing them, but I'm like, because they were grandiose even back then. But, you know, games like Fireball Island and Dark Tower and Return to Dark Tower and all this other kind of stuff, those were games that I saw. I never got to play them. But the nostalgia factor for the community at large was huge. And I was like, dude, you're going to knock this out of the park. And that's exactly what they've done. They have done an incredible job bringing games back. And so it's just really cool to, first of all, and frankly, this would be enough to have Justin as a friend, but it's also really cool that he decided to support the channel and send us some stuff that we can cover. Yeah. So I appreciate that, because a lot of the stuff that I'm covering right now is stuff that we've paid for out of our pocket. And I'm not... Which we do. Which we will continue doing. Yeah, we'll do it. You know, I mean, look behind us. Not like we're stepping in, you know, tiptoeing into the water here. But, and I'm not going to get into, you know, all of that, you know, should I be paying for all the stuff that... No. I'm not going down that road. All I'm saying is that I'm going to get what we need to cover one way or another. Yeah. That rhymed. That was pretty good. I do love rhyming. That rhymed. But, you know, whether it's through review copies that companies send or we pick something up in a store while we're visiting, that's cool. By the way, if you're in the area, I'm going to be at Zulu's Board Game Cafe in Bothell on Monday for their board game event. I'm going to be there all day filming, but I'm going to be working most of the day talking to their store owner because I'm showcasing them at the end of this month on my board game store spotlight series. So I'm going there I'm actually going there tomorrow night, staying overnight, getting up in the morning, getting there, shooting a bunch of B-roll footage, interviewing their store owner, picking his brain, Matt, about how he does his business, because he's one of the stores that's doing it the right way. Yeah. Or doing it a right way. I don't want to say the right way, because valid. Every demographic, every city, every town's gonna be different. It's gonna have their own nuances, gonna have their own specialties, gonna have their own restrictions and constraints. So he's doing it a right way that works for him. So I want to pick his brain about that. So that's coming up at the end of the month. But Monday, he'll be there. But Monday, I'll be there shooting footage, talking with him. And then I'm going to stick around for their board game night. Yeah. Their board game night on Monday. So if you're going to be in the area, stop by. I'd love to see you. I'd love to meet you. Love to play a game with you. Frankly, that's why I'm sticking around, because I want to experience the community that's there. Yeah. So looking forward to that. Bothell, Washington, Zulu's Board Game Cafe. I'll be there this Monday, the 5th. Because today's the 3rd, 4th, and the 5th. Yes, the 5th. So there's that. Another announcement. If you're in the Wenatchee Valley area on the 10th, that is a week from today, we're going to be hosting a board game event at my church, at our church, Gray City Church, 277 Melody Lane, Wenatchee, Washington, 98801. 3 to 9 p.m. 3 to 9 p.m. So a good 6 hours. I was showing her a post from our board game group. Wenatchee board game group here, and somebody hosted an event for, it's like, bring your friends, bring your game to play from 7:30 to 9 o'clock. Okay, so we believe in playing long and having community and having time to connect with people. Multiple games. And playing more than one game and communicating with different people and connecting. Yep.
And
So
feeding. I will feed you if you come.
That's not a condemnation at all. I just thought that was humorous.
No, it was humorous. Because you and I, sometimes we can't even get through one game in an hour.
Yeah. And you certainly can't eat and get through a game in an hour.
No, and socialize and communicate.
So anyway, we're going to be doing it from 3 to 9 o'clock. This is something that we're going to be doing over the summers as well, at least once a month. So we'll be dutiful to let you guys know that we're doing it. If you want to stop by, if you can stop by, you're welcome there. Our church has a huge atrium.
It's beautiful.
And there's plenty of room. There's going to be plenty of tables, plenty of chairs, plenty of space to play games. So if you're here, if you're able, come on by.
We got a bunch of questions.
Yes, a lot of questions. Here we go. Matthew Rose, hey Sam and Jessie, hello everyone. I'm glad that you got to San Antonio. I live just right down the street from Printed Meeple. Cool, on Nacogdoches. Yep, I stopped by Printed Meeple.
Yeah.
When I was there, that's one of the... When I was there in...
last month.
When I was there last month, beginning of May, I actually asked Porrick to take me to some shops in San Antonio that are doing it right. Because I wanted to pick his brain on for who he considered his competition, and I put air quotes around competition because he took me to the Printed Meeple, but it was very evident that he and the owner of the Printed Meeple have a very good relationship.
Yeah.
Have a very good working relationship. They respect each other, and the Printed Meeple's doing a really cool thing with offering to 3D print things for their customers.
That's cool. That's
a really cool thing, and if he had that. If you have that expertise to offer it as a service, that's awesome. Yeah. So, cool. Good to see you. Catherine says, hi, Jessie.
Hi,
Catherine. Did Jessie go back and watch the end of the game to see if you played as she would have? Tom asked.
I did. I lost the game. And they played just as I would have.
Which is...
They played actually exactly as I would have.
It's a strange occurrence because
It is not. He's a liar.
She is a sleeper.
He's a liar.
She is a sleeper. She will. There are many times where she will be, I don't know what I'm doing, like 3/4 of the way through the game, and then, like by the end of the game, she's trucking all of us.
It's happened like a dozen times out of all the games we've played.
It's happened like a dozen times.
Out of all the games we've played.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a sleeper.
Whatever.
But I did go back. I watched it. They played just as I would have.
Tom says, I don't like coffee either. Too bitter. That is correct. It is too bitter. That is correct. So...
Chai tea.
You doctor it up so you can't taste that bitterness anymore. Catherine says, I use Black Rifle every morning, no creamers. Well, aren't you the Wenatchee woman?
Which one does she do? Probably the espresso one.
I don't know. She probably does like two of the espresso ones, actually. And then still is sleepy, That's how Catherine is. She has been known to be a gym rat and be up on all of the sports energy drinks. She did grossed me out one morning.
I know, it was fun.
On the way to Planet Fitness. She just chucks 2 cups of that powder into her mouth and then drinks a bottle of water.
Like the protein powder?
Blah! I could hardly keep my eyes on the road. That was so immensely disgusting. But that's the kind of stuff that Catherine used to do as a teenager. She's much more mature now.
She is.
We'll see.
You're making the faces. You made him snort. I don't know what somebody wrote, but you made him snort.
No, I didn't snort. It was you. You're making the faces. All right. So, yes, the essential is a sprinkler and a coffee.
Yes.
Absolutely correct.
I mean, really.
So, let's see. Have you tried yerba? No. Is that yerba mate? Is that like a...
It's a tea. Isn't it a... I think it is. I've seen it. I have not tried it.
Take it away.
I don't know nothing.
Get her talking about tea. She'll talk your ear off.
Actually,
Actually, you get her talking, period.
On certain things.
Let's see.
Don't ask me any math questions.
No other way to be at a sporting event, Tom says. This is back to when we're talking about dancing. I don't know. I'm there to watch the sporting events.
I watch the games. Are you kidding me?
I know, you do. You do. But I'm like, the intermissions, I'm like, okay, yeah. La, 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 la. Let's get back to the hockey,
hey, let's
please.
get up and stretch.
And I'm like, no, can you just give them a shot of something so we don't have to wait 15 minutes for the next period to start, please? Oh, message retracted, Catherine says. Well.
Well, I guess
what
we didn't want to know
was
what
that?
you were saying.
I'll be getting lit to... She said, no, I still do it. Craziness. Blake Cavaney says, I be getting lit to Adele at work.
Ooh, Adele's a good way to start your day. Get the little juices moving, get it going.
Hello, Mom Gamer is here. You've been talking about
I
Mom
was
Gamer.
saying we missed you.
Yeah, that's cool. That's not...
You could go back through the other videos, and I swear I was like, oh no, maybe I didn't say it on the video.
I think it was just me
just
and you talking.
I said, you know who we've been missing on our lives is Mom Gamer. So I'm glad you're here.
Thank you. She says, congrats on the channel, and so glad to see you both again. Thank you. Good to see you too. Tom, Unmatched is one of my favorite two-player games. That's cool. The Bears! Yes, he sees my... We have one of my buddies at church is a Packers fan. I mean, true green, through and through, Packers fan.
Yes.
I mean, they can do no wrong. So this is now my church coffee cup. I take this all the time.
And he looks for his buddy. He's like, hey,
and
where's he
I'll be like, and he's like, so has anybody told you that the Bears still suck? We're like in the middle of the H-tram, and he's talking with that level. The Bears still suck. And I'm like, yes, the Bears still suck. I get it.
That is so true.
I get it. So, yes. Just noticed Jessie's shirt. I like it. Yeah, that's one of her favorite shirts.
It's 1 Corinthians 13. It was our wedding vows.
Blake. Well, wait a minute. I'm going to ask this question. Erase all of that. Have you ever tried coffee with butter in it?
Oh, I know it is a keto thing. I tried to get my dad to do it. I have not tried it. I don't drink coffee.
That surprises me. She's somewhat of a butter connoisseur herself.
I do love butter. I mean, I love butter.
By love butter, what she really means is that if she could eat it from the stick,
I don't
without being judged by people,
no,
she would.
I did not.
That's what she means.
No, but I made myself a piece of toast yesterday.
She had half a piece. You know those big sourdough loaves, those big things, and you got to cut it in half, and you can use one piece to make a whole sandwich. I actually walked by and asked her, would you like some toast with your butter? Because she had, I would not be surprised if she had half a stick of butter on that piece of bread.
I did not.
Just slathered on. I would imagine the butter was that thick on top of the bread.
Daphne did comment that it was about half the thickness of the bread at least.
Yes!
So if this is your bread, half of that would have
that's
been
why
bread.
I asked her, because if either of us...
Oh, I've heard coffee with butter is a thing, though. So maybe it would make it better.
No. And so to answer your question, no. No, I have not tried coffee with butter, and I probably will not.
I could put a pat of butter in his coffee.
And then, see, this is the kind of stuff that I worry about. Keeps me up at night. I say that, and I don't mean it with her, not at all. But there were times when we lived in Korea that Tom, from the Basil,
Mm-hmm.
he would tell me, I'm going to take you to a keigogi restaurant and not tell you it's a keigogi restaurant. Keigogi is dog meat. Kei is dog, gogi is meat. So keigogi is a dog meat restaurant, and it's a specialty. It's a what do you call those things?
Specialty?
No, not a specialty. They said it the other day on the stupid show we were watching. A delicacy. There we go.
Oh, that's
I mean, it was born out of need
right.
during the Korean War era because they were scrimping for food, and they started eating dogs, and they were like, hey, this is pretty good, so we're going to keep eating it. I refused to eat man's best friend.
Right.
I refused to do it. Tom, on the other hand, is a monster and loved it. And he
did?
Oh, yes, he loved it. And I ridiculed him for it. And he took it like a man. So it's fine.
It's Tom.
That's what guys do. We ridicule ourselves and each other, and you just suck it up. But he kept threatening to take me to a keigogi restaurant and not tell me it was a keigogi restaurant. So every time he took me out to eat, I'm like looking at the menu. I could read Korean. I could read a menu. I knew what was what. So I was like reading every menu, every single bit of it. Do they offer keigogi here? Because not all restaurants do. So I had to read the entire freaking menu every time.
He just did it just to get
He did it. That stuff, I would have nightmares about walking out of a restaurant and him going, ha ha, gotcha. And I would be like, no. Hated that.
My eyes are watering. That was funny.
I'm pretty sure it's against the law here in America. It's not, but anyway. All right, so that was that. That was for free.
Yeah. You know, Lewis and Clark hated the Pacific Northwest salmon when they did their expedition.
And now it's like one of the best.
It is. It is one of the best worldwide salmon.
And
people
Lewis
call it.
and Clark turned his
They
nose
turned
to
it down. They hated it so much that they ate their horses. They ate horse meat instead of the salmon. They hated the Pacific Northwest
There was
salmon.
a rumor when I lived in Germany. There was a rumor going around. I don't think it was true, but there was a rumor that the German McDonald's were using horse meat, not beef. What do you call horse meat?
I would just say horse meat.
I know, but cow meat, we call it
Beef.
Pig meat, we call it pork. So what is horse meat called?
Well, chicken is called chicken.
True.
So horse meat is horse meat.
I'm going to call it hork.
Blah. I don't know. That sounds like something you're throwing up.
Well.
Yeah, but no, Lewis and Clark on their expedition hated the Pacific Northwest salmon. If it was in abundance coming down the Columbia River.
32 more days, Catherine says. Catherine's got some leave. She's coming home for the summer.
We get to see her soon.
And we get to see her. 32 days. She's already
That's
started
amazing.
the countdown. She still is trying to get a few more days because her brother, David, and his wife are going to be here as well.
But it's like, and then,
yeah,
they don't go
right next to each other. Right now, she's got the day, like 2 days before
he comes.
she has to leave. So she's asking for some more days.
Like, so that they will just kind of overlap that. Because right now there's this, and then there's this. And then,
so, okay. Mom Gamer says she watched every single thing on the channel and, of course, thumbed them all up. Thank you very much, Mom Gamer. Appreciate it. Scott Brown says, no cheeseheads. We got their number this year. No more Rogers. That's right. The owner of the Bears has moved on.
You were very yelly on that one.
Well, there's this thing. Because when Aaron Rodgers was with the Packers, we had a very difficult time doing well against the Packers.
Okay.
That is to say, I think we maybe won 2 games while Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback of the Packers. Every time we met. And we're in the same division, so we meet twice every year.
Right.
I think like 1 or 2, maybe it's more than that, but it's like a super low number based on how many times. And so this thing went around where Aaron Rodgers used to say that I own the Cubs. I own the Bears because blah 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 blah. And so I kept my buddy at church, I kept telling him, I said, we're gonna because there was rumors starting to go around before he actually made the move to New York that Aaron Rodgers was wanting to either retire or move on. And so I said, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get Aaron Rodgers, and then we're gonna own Aaron Rodgers, not the other way around. And then I was like, yeah, we're gonna get him, and then we're just gonna fire him because we can. But that didn't happen, of course. Anyway, so what custom insert for a specific board game is your favorite in your whole collection? Ooh. Nate asks. Okay, favorite.
Custom insert?
Custom insert. Okay, so the question I have to ask as a return on that is, does it have to be an aftermarket, or can it be a custom insert that came in the box? Because that's what I'm wondering. And, ooh, getting a little bubbly. I will say that this one that is in my Rebellion box, I'm going to go ahead and put it open, and I'll put it on. Let's see. Let's go with the third one.
Is that the one up above? That's the one up top. Yeah,
that's the one up top. Nice. So hopefully that works. Is it Rebellion? Yeah, it's Rebellion. All right, cool. So this is my Rebellion box, and it's kind of, I've got the one expansion that I think won. Maybe there's another one out now. But, I gotta move it forward a little bit. So, I can't even remember the name of the company that does this one, but it is something else. Zenbins. That's what I did. So, Zenbins is probably my favorite one because it just has everything in here. Not perfectly, because it's not made for it's not made to hold everything in the box. There's an expansion out, and they did have a Zenbins. Oh, I can't do that one because that's got little. Well,
they're gonna fall.
Yeah, they're gonna fall. Anyway, it does hold it well, but I've got an expansion in here, and that's what messes this up. But before the expansion, because I've got things in like nooks and crannies over here. But the Zenbins thing for Rebellion is super awesome. And as long as you don't mind keeping the expansion box, they have a custom storage insert for the expansion box as well.
Oh, that's
so cool. That you can keep the expansion box and all that kind of stuff. So, but they came out with an expansion for Rogue One material. And when that came out, that kind of burst this one to the seams. I can still fit everything in here and get the lid to close all the way down, but there's a little wonkiness over here with all this stuff here. There's another tray down underneath this one, but everything is in here, and I don't have to worry about losing any of it.
That's cool.
So this is probably my favorite storage solution. Oh crap! This is my favorite storage solution, hands down.
That's cool.
Because it holds everything, and I like the way that it does. Oh, did I put that in the wrong way? Or is it...
There was something sticking up.
Yeah, again, I'm just like, yeah, something's sticking up, but maybe that'll do it. But...
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I have this turned around. I'm trying to do it the right way, but we'll fix it. We'll get it right. No worries. But everything fits into this. Really nice and snug. Put the board back on top of it. And there, I'll show that to you. Maybe, boom, that'll be better.
It's upside down, isn't it?
No, right now. I'm showing them the little sticker.
That's good.
The little sticker. I'll see it like that, so they can see what it looks like, and you can go and check that out and order it if you want to. But that's probably my favorite storage insert. all day long, twice on Sunday. Yeah, that'll be long enough because they'll be able to get it, even though the stream hasn't caught up. But that's probably my favorite insert. That's cool. That's a cool question, Nate. Thank you. Let's see.
Or do you want me to just put it over here?
I got it.
Because I can't do that. It's like above my head. I would have to stand up.
Let's see here. Oh, hey, Chrissy is here. Hey, Chris. Good to see you, man. Let's see. Has Jessie ever had deep fried butter at the Washington State Fair?
I do love the Washington State Fair, but I haven't done the deep fried butter. I did the deep fried Snickers bar and the deep fried
Oreos, probably.
No. What? It was a chocolate bar. Deep fried Snickers bar.
Oh, I know that. And then they also have deep fried Oreos.
I didn't do the Oreos, which is rare because I do love Oreos.
Yeah, Oreos are actually, you know what's really good? Surprisingly, the gluten-free Oreos.
The gluten-free mint Oreos are really good.
We one of our sons is gluten-free. Has to be. Otherwise it's not very pretty. Matthew Rose says, "You guys butter me up."
That was good. That was good.
All right. Dyson Mystics. Hey. Good to see you, Alexander. Martina, good to see you. Great that we can make it during the live. Good to see you, too. Chris says hi. Catherine said 32 more days. Okay, so what a time to jump in. Yeah, I don't know when you jumped in, but there's probably going to be more times of that, yes. I had refused it, too. I was probably talking about the dog meat. So, yes, sounds like some real-life Battlestar Galactica stuff. What were we talking about? I don't know. That's the problem with getting getting stuck beside. I will get to Korea one day. Korea is a beautiful country.
Is it?
Korea is a beautiful country, and the people are generally very nice and accommodating. Now, I say that generally is because when I lived there, I had 2 to begin with, and then 3 because David and Michael and David were, goodness gracious,
Peanuts.
2 and 3 years old when we moved over there. So there were 2 white hair, blonde hair, blue-eyed white boys, like little white kids running around, and that was like you could have been walking through the city with a pillar of fire.
Yes, I know.
And people would be going, "Oh yeah, fire, cool, white kids," you know. So that's one thing. And then Catherine comes along, and now we have a blonde-haired, blue-eyed, white girl. And it's like, oh, yeah, pillar fire, cool. White kids, a white girl, you know? It's like, and so when you're walking through the I mean, it's crowded. It's crowded in the cities. You know, we're talking Seoul, Gyeongbu, which is just north of Seoul. It's really, it was really quite an ordeal sometimes. You know, going to the open market, everybody's, you know, wanting to do something, and the kids are just soaking it all up, and it's like,
of course they are.
You're just trying to get from point A to point B,
right.
You know. But generally speaking, Koreans are very, very nice people, very generous people, very, they will bend over backwards for you. They literally will, in many cases. But I mean, that relationship has to be there. So our Korean friends, but there was, I don't know if there still is, but there was a lot of anti-American military. Not necessarily just foreigners, but just anti-American military sentiment that was there when we were there. But I don't know if that's still strong. It probably still is, because I mean,
don't know.
We're, you know, a lot of people there feel like we're an occupying force because they're part of that. They have family that's north of 38th, and as long as we're there, they see us as an impediment. But the other side of the spectrum is if, you know, if we're not there, then maybe North Korea, maybe China gets a little spunky, and you know, I doubt that would happen. I really doubt that would happen. North Korea, for all the saber rattling that happens, I think if South Korea and North Korea had a little fight, as long as it's just the two of them, bye North Korea. I really do. South Korean military, is that cool? Is that good? But anyway, not getting
that
on
sounded
that.
like politics. I don't know.
I'm quite sure this was only a rumor. Oh. That's Alexander. Going back to horse meat at McDonald's.
Yes.
So again, it was a rumor.
We know it was not.
It was a rumor. So Alexander lives in Germany. He's grown up and he's lived in.
He's like, it is not true.
Have you played Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures? If so, how do you like it to Hogwarts Battle?
I don't know the
We've
game.
not played it, so it's another one for the list.
You want me to hand it
Yep.
to me?
This is something we're going to be doing.
Well, I noticed that over the past couple Q&As and the past couple times, I've said, hey, somebody said this, or suggested this.
Oh, geez, I'm still... What in the world? Our buddy's looking at the table.
That's funny. There's nothing here.
Dumb. Stupid.
But everyone was saying, do you want me to get a different notebook? Just a blank one?
No, I'm not. I'm never going to use the contact sheet.
I know.
So.
But I thought if people made suggestions or something, we should jot them down. Toy Story something. I don't remember the rest. What was it called?
It is called Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures.
I can't spell obstacles.
Obstacles. OBSTACLES.
I'm going to write it anyway.
Call it... Kevin said call it nay meat.
That's pretty funny.
Yep, that's my progeny, people. I am going to call horse meat nah beef.
Nah beef. Oh, that's pretty good. I'd like nah because then it's like nah.
Question. Chris asks, is there an upcoming game you're most excited about? Second question, if you could eat any meal right now, what would it be? Oh.
Upcoming game that we're excited about?
Upcoming game that we're excited about. Well, you know, there are...
We have a lot.
I think he's not talking about just stuff that we have here.
Right,
I think
just something
it's stuff
general.
that in general. I'm really looking forward to getting my copy of War for Arrakis, I think is what it's called. Dune War for Arrakis.
The Dune one.
It's the Dune. I went all in. She allowed me to go all in on that. And
I supported him.
Really looking forward to getting that in. So that's probably the one that I'm really looking forward to. I'm a Dune fan, and when I say fan, I know it's short for fanatic, and I'm not really a fanatic. I use the word fan more loosely than some people are. I'm a Bears fan. I'm not the overweight guy that goes shirtless and paints himself half orange and half blue. I'm not that guy. But I am still a Bears fan, you know, so I use that term loosely. Right. I'm a fan of Dune. I've watched all of the TV series. See, can you say you're a fan of Dune if you haven't read the book?
You haven't read the book?
I haven't read the book.
Oh, come on.
It's too
Dante
long.
just checked it out.
I know. And he'll read it in like 3 days. And yes, I know how big of a book is. Yes, that's how fast Dante reads.
Yeah, he does.
I don't read fast. I don't read fast. You guys piss me off when you don't. You haven't read that book? No, because I haven't got 3 years. Because that's how long it would take me to read a book. I'm in and out in 2 hours. Or I watch a series, and that takes like a month and a half. So there. See? I'm a fan. I'm just not a bibliophile.
Good word.
That is a good word. That's probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. I backed it. I want it. So that's what I'm like. Give me mine.
So speaking of bibliophile, do you know what a bibliophobia is? The fear of running out of books to read.
Let me fix my finger and we'll move on. Second question, if you could eat any meal right now, what would it be? That seems like a leading question because I know Chris. But and I think Chris knows me, but it would be a traditional Korean bulgogi meal. Like going to a traditional Korean restaurant and eating it. Not just the meat, but like everything. And if I could just like make my stomach as big as it used to be for just that one meal, I would love it. Just nosh everything.
Right.
So,
now when he gets bulgogi beef, you only get like a tablespoon of rice or something. So
exactly. What do you call a cow with? Chris is taking over the chat with dad jokes. What do you call it? What do you call a cow with no legs? Don't look.
I don't know.
Ground beef.
There's a whole bunch of those cow jokes. There's like
know.
lean beef, a cow with 3 legs. But I didn't remember that one.
Who are you rooting for between the Golden Knights and the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup Finals? Well, the Golden Knights beat my Stars. The Stars are my second favorite team. So I just have a problem rooting for Vegas, generally speaking. And Florida Panthers are right down where I used to live. So I have a connection with the Florida Panthers. As a matter of fact, that's one of the few NHL games that I've been to was the Florida Panthers versus Blackhawks. I took the youth group to go see a Blackhawks game. It's a Blackhawks game. It wasn't a
I know. Yeah,
it was in Panthers
I
Arena.
Heard you.
But it was a Blackhawks game. So I'm probably rooting for the Panthers. I'd like to see the Panthers do it. You know, Vegas has the Raiders now, and that just makes everything icky. So I do think, I think it's going to be a great series. I'll put it that way. It's going to be a super great series. I mean, Vegas is super hot right now. I was talking to another buddy of mine at church that, you know, he's also a season ticket holder for the Wild here in town. And we see him at the games all the time. And he was surprised that the Vegas Knights went up 3-0 on the Stars, because they just weren't really doing that well, but they just turned it on during Dallas with that series of Dallas. So I'm not so big of a Golden Knights fan. I would have liked to have seen the Stars and the Panthers. I would have loved to see that, but that's just me. The Stars actually moved down from Minnesota. The North Stars, they used to be the Minnesota North Stars. They moved down to Dallas when I was living in Texas. I actually took a group when I was I took Russian for a semester in college, and during that semester, maybe it was a year. I think it was just a semester, but I took Russian for a semester, and during that semester, I organized a trip to go see the Stars play the Red Wings, because at that time, and this is how I got it to be a legitimate field trip for the class, at that time it was like 75% or something like that, a really high percentage of the Detroit Red Wings roster were Russian players. That's cool. So I went to my teacher and I was like, hey, can we do this? And she was like, yes. I don't think she said duh. That would have been funny though. But
you're falling behind.
I know, I'm like super behind.
Keep going.
Anyway, let's see. Old Joe Chris Blake says yes.
Yeah, but I still giggled.
Yeah, she does. Horse meat is sometimes called equine, cheval, or caballo.
Caballo in Spanish is horse.
But what's the Spanish word for meat?
You don't. It has, like, you don't say meat, and you have carne.
So if you're eating bacon, you just call it pig.
No, but they have like names, like carne, or pollo. But pollo just means chicken.
Right.
Horse means horse.
Yes.
Carne means beef. Carne is the only one that means beef. Like.
So if you see a caballo in the field, you call it
caballo.
And if you see caballo on a plate after just being roasted, you call it...
I have no idea. But I would guess caballo. I have no idea. I lived in Mexico.
It's an old joke, but it still checks out. Star Wars reference. I got it. What's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but their flags The dad jokes are coming out.
It's almost Father's Day. We should do a Father's
What's
Day.
the best
dad
thing
joke
about
episode.
Switzerland? I don't know, but their flag's a big plus. So you have to deliver it correctly.
Yeah, it was good.
You have
That was
to
good.
Deliver it. Who are you rooting for? Okay, I already saw that. Like that insert. Cool. That's how far behind we are.
Oh dear.
Aaron Rodgers' record versus the Bears. Here we go. 24-5. Yeah. Out of 29 games, we won 5.
Wow.
So
Oh
yeah.
my, that is intense.
Thank you, Ice Guardian, for that stat. I appreciate it. John Shepard says, I ate horse years ago when I was in France. See, it's always these European countries.
I think you're stepping on some toes here, boy.
No, I don't think so. Come on, we're talking about food. When I was in France with my school outing back in 1979 or 1980, it was nice, but I can't remember a great deal about it, and I was like 13 or almost 14. So you probably hated it because you were 13 or 14.
I mean, look what happens in the morning sometimes. 13 or 14.
Trying to feed 13 to 16-year-olds and have them all be happy at the same time.
It doesn't really work.
Very difficult. Golden Knights aren't real. The armor would be too... I love it when geeks just geek out.
I know, I gotcha. Because
you can't have golden armor. It's too heavy.
You wouldn't be able to move. I agree.
Yeah, that's funny.
I like that philosophy. That's good.
I thought separation of church and games was an amendment to the Constitution. It is not, thankfully. That rebellion insert isn't too shabby, Chris he says. That is correct.
That is cool.
It is not. Zen Benz did a great job. My favorite game insert that came with the game would probably be Wasteland Express Delivery Service. John, that is definitely one. That's one of the reasons why I asked, are you talking about aftermarket or are you talking about what comes in the box? If it would have been what comes in the box, absolutely would have talked about Wasteland Express Delivery Service. Mm-hmm. They did a phenomenal job.
Really?
With the insert that came in the box. Super, super good. So definitely agree, John. Thank you for saying that. That sticker is very handy so you don't have to guess what goes where. Oh, yes. The sticker in the inside of the box.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. My wife has celiac also. Dante
not quite celiac.
He isn't to that level of severity. He's close to it, but he's not celiac yet.
Literally, like right here.
Yeah. So Matthew Rose says, "I'm an idiot. Don't listen to me." Oh, gotcha. Understood. Let's see. How do you store your game mats?
Can you do your phone?
Yeah, let me see if I can do my phone real quick. Boom.
I don't. Is that even all of them?
Video. Boom. Yes, it is. Right, currently. Well, except for the one that we're using right here.
Yeah. Which is a pretty
ad. All right. You're going to get a peek behind the scenes here. So we're going live with my phone so I can show you. That is my storage solution right now. The light's not in the way. It is kind of glaring, but that's my storage solution for my playmats right now. I just have them rolled up on all those shelves. I have other shelves that are back there. So I basically bought those shelves at, what was it?
Hobby Lobby?
Hobby Lobby. And they were on sale for like 40% off. So I bought 3 of them. And they work pretty good as like background. And then they also work pretty good for holding those playmats. So what I do is I take the longer ones and I put them on the bottom. And then those hold the smaller ones in place so that they don't roll off. And they also keep the none of them roll off when they do that. So there you have that. Go back.
See, that works well.
Yeah, it works pretty good. I like that I can do that with the phone.
Yeah.
It works well. I like it. Obligatory fix your camera angle comment if you're still on the table when you see this. I'm not. I realized I was doing it before I got there. But thank you. I appreciate that. I was talking about the Rebellion insert. I have that also. Oh, okay, cool. Real life BSG stuff was regarding Tom trying to trick you into eating dog meat. Tom is the Cylon. He actually always wanted to be a Cylon because there for a while when we were playing BSG, he was never the Cylon. And he was like, I just want to be a Cylon.
That's funny. He
wanted to be a toaster. That's funny.
That's funny.
Let's see. King Fat, I've noticed. Oh, wait. YouTube make mistakes every once in a while when I end my comment with an emoji. Oh, I see. Please switch the camera and go. Well,
we did. Sorry about the delay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now you don't have to see the
it's a beautiful table, but we like your faces.
That was awesome.
Speaking of which, what is that table? It's
Chris.
It's actually the playmat is from Monster Fight Club. It's one of their. I'm going to
flip it over.
I'm going to.
But I'll remind you to flip it back.
Yeah. So it's for Monster Fight Club. This is their, I believe.
It's a beautiful map, actually.
I don't know what size it is. They do it by inches and
36.
Sure.
36 by 24.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that 2x3. This is their 2x3 adventure. No, not adventure mat, just play mat. It's got grasslands on one and the side, and then it's got kind of like a wasteland motif on the back. So that's the playmat that we're using. The
Super
table.
Nice,
the table is actually Tom's first Geek Chic table.
Oh, really?
From super back in the day,
Nice.
before they started going with Rathscullers and all that other kind of stuff. This is Tom's first table that he started doing reviews on, and when he started getting the Rathscullers in, he allowed me to take this to the house because at that point we were doing 2 days working at home, 3 days working at the office, and so he allowed me to take this home and so that I could do reviews on it and stuff like that. And then he started just getting more Rathscullers tables in, so he eventually just let me keep this one.
Thanks,
so
Tom.
That's the table. This is an original Geek Chic, like from way back in the day. Obstacles.
He was helping
Chris is
me.
trying to help you.
I
know.
I mean, whatever I wrote, I will understand, but I doubt it's actually the right word. I am a preschool teacher, so I like 3-letter words.
Blake, it's up to you with how long you have the image of me shirtless and painted in your head. It's not on me, brother. It's not on me. That's on you. Matthew Rose, since I have a Dolphins fan here, I say let's go Cowboys. You know, the Dolphins have the interesting caveat that they are the only team to beat the 85 Bears. The 85 Bears went, I think it was 14 games back then. They went 13-1 regular season. The only team that beat them was the Dolphins. So, to answer your next question, I hate the Dolphins. Let's see. I know, got to keep going. I know we do. 5 games in your collection you'll never get rid of. 5 games in my collection I'll never get rid of. Memoir 44, Blood Rage, Twilight Imperium.
Yep.
4th edition. That I'll never get rid of. Wow.
Is that my belly?
No, it's my belly.
Jeez Louise.
If its belly's making a noise, it's probably mine. Man, those 3 right off the top of my head. Easy peasy. No doubt about it. Jamaica is probably a 4th. Man, why do I have to ask such hard questions? And I would say probably one of the ones that are here, except this. I haven't played this yet, but I'm strongly thinking that I'm going to really like Northgard. I just don't know yet because I haven't played it. But I picked it up basically sight unseen at Gen Con last year because basically 4X game. Now that was your stomach.
I told you it was my stomach. I was like, I think it's my tummy.
Basically 4X game with Vikings. Yes. So anything on this shelf right here is probably a good candidate. I've had Coliseum for forever. Mission Red Planet is one of my favorite. I don't think I'll ever part with Shadows over Camelot. That's just too fun of a game. Even though it's starting to show its age, I still really enjoy it. Blood Rage, Twilight Imperium, Zombicide, Black Plague, Fire and Axe, a Viking Saga, super good game. So,
good question.
I probably won't get rid of this shelf ever. So that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, well, 12, 13, Kodinka. Kodinka's a really good, I haven't taught you Kodinka yet.
I don't know that one.
That's a really good game by Backsmith.
Oh, no, you haven't.
And Star Realms, do you like Star Realms?
I like Star Realms.
Yeah, this is probably the last group of games that I will ever get rid of. That's why it's center stage. But
I don't see that happening in the future.
I'm
getting rid of games.
What games are Jesse's favorite for the two of you to play? So you go ahead and answer that.
Oh, for the two of us? I really like Onitama.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
I really like that one. That was fun. Another two-person game that we just played was Ragnarok's. That was fun.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a new one. I just did a review for that one.
Yeah, that one was fun. I like two-person games with him. It's rare that we have time with just the two of us, but yep. I do love it.
Let's see. Why do Norwegian ships have barcodes?
I don't know.
So they can Scandinavian.
That was a really good one. That made me laugh.
John Shepard, this is actually a cool thing. I bought archery tubes for holding play mats. I have about 3 or 4 mats in each one.
Oh, that's a good idea.
That's a super cool idea. Your quiver is full.
That was funny too.
Thank you. That's a neat mat storage solution. Yep. I love the huge dragon. Can we still call it a miniature? Yes, because it is a miniature dragon. That's why. What game is it from? The dragon is from Joan of Arc. That's the legendary dragon from Joan of Arc. Let's see. I picked up a wire rack intended for blueprints.
Oh yeah, that would perfect.
Also a good idea. One of the cool things that Night Watch Games in San Antonio does, if you watch that and you go to the Death Star room, on the right side are these white tubes, and those are actually playmat storage.
Cool. That's cool.
That's what that is. But it looks like part of the wall because it looks like the Death Star wall.
Yeah.
But they actually made it usable.
That's cool.
Decorations. So it's a good idea. The Dolphins are the only NFL team to ever have a perfect season. Yes, that's the other part of that. Not only are the I think it was Dan Marino went 14-0 with the Dolphins back then. They were the only ones, the only team to have a perfect NFL season, and they were the only ones to keep the Bears from also having a perfect season. I hate the Dolphins. Yep, Dragon from Joan of Arc, that's correct. Saw it on BGG back a while. Some suggested vinyl roll holder. It holds somewhere around 15. Glad Jessie enjoyed that joke. Yes, she did. Choose one. A fourth game in the series of Blood Rage, Rising Sun, and Ankh, or a Blood Rage remaster. I would like to see a Blood Rage. Well, I don't want them to mess around with it. I think Blood Rage is a great game, period. End of discussion. I don't know that I want them to do a remaster. I thought I heard some rumblings that there was going to be a remaster, but I could just be having a nightmare. I don't want a fourth in that series because they have steadily gone downhill. I liked Rising Sun, and I also liked Ankh, but they both had things that I just was not a fan of. So I don't think I want a fourth in that series. But if they take, I know they did the beautification remaster of Blood Rage a while back when they were also opening up their app for it. I don't know that I want to. I'm just going to choose the third. Hey, Brian's here from Gaming with ADHD. Morning, kids. Good to see. Nah, I don't know.
Should we get to it?
Yes, we're going to go. Favorite Eric Lane game not in the Blood Rage trilogy? I don't think I have one. Because Eric, Blood Rage just kind of sang. I don't think I have a favorite Eric Lang game after that. I'd have to look at all of his games to have a my brain doesn't remember stuff like that. So I would have to look at his. I don't know. They call it discologies if you're a musician. I don't know. I'd have to look at the games he's made to make that. TI 5th edition? No. No more TI editions.
There's a lot of yelling from the gym. Do I need to go to see?
No. They're middle school boys. They'll figure it out. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started with...
the box that you can't see me past.
Oh, death. No, it's not a box of death.
Okay,
I have already opened it.
Nobody can see anything but the box.
I know. I see. I can... Kilroy.
I have to like...
Kilroy was here.
Kilroy was here.
So here's the thing. We're just going to go ahead and put this box off to the side.
Yeah,
and I'll bring out games.
That's a better idea because it's a big box and I can't see over it. Don't spill your coffee.
I'm not.
That would be bad.
That was not light. All right, so a little bit of spoilers. We have already opened the box, but we haven't opened all the games there.
No. I haven't even seen all the games.
So we know what's in there, but we're super excited to show you. All right, so here we go. This is the first one. This is the one that we've actually played.
We did. We played this yesterday.
Buried Treasure. We played this yesterday as just a 2-player. It actually goes up to 5.
And there are 5 in our family.
There are 5 in our family,
that
so
works good.
We're going to get it to the table. It's a very light game. It is a remaster. It is a restored game.
And it's super cool.
The name of the game that it was restored from was, I think it was called Buried Treasure, as in BURIED. Where is it?
Game history.
Yeah, restored from Buried Treasure, published by FX Schmid. So the designer is Sid Saxon, one of the greatest game designers of all time. So FX Schmid re-released the game in German in 1992 as Das Superblatt, with a tabloid journalism theme, and then again in 1999 as Buried Treasure with a new pirate theme. So they took that game, kind of spruced it up. Rob Davio is super good at just like sprucing games up, and re-released it. So it's a really neat.
It was easy. I liked the fact it was super easy. We could play.
Yeah, it's just about getting pies. You're like trash pandas and different kinds of.
Trash pandas.
Well, that's what trash pandas are. That's a raccoon.
I know.
Your trash pandas and
other people know that expression.
But it looks like kitty paws, but they're not kitty paws. They're trash pandas and rats and all this other kind of stuff.
Like swiping the cards.
And you're swiping this stuff and you're doing this. This is small, so that's why I'm not using the bigger, the wider views on angle 2 and 3. But so this is cool. This is probably going to sing really well.
Game night.
At game night as well.
I think so too.
Because it's got that really easy rule set, and it's got a really cute theme on top of it.
Yeah,
so that's going to
sing.
That
was super fun. Do you want me to put these over here, or
sure? Put them down? That's fine. Leave it there. All right. The next one, and I do actually have. What kind of knife is this?
That is a grapefruit knife.
It's a grapefruit knife. We're not going to use it for grapefruits today. We're going to use it for box openings. It's our box opening knife. Because we don't hardly ever use grapefruit. She's like she's visibly not happy about this.
I could get you some scissors.
All right, so I don't want scissors. Scissors are too thick. You'll see in just a minute.
I have paper scissors.
Oh no!
Oh man, down.
So I've got this little guy right here, and that's the bottom.
yeah.
And this little guy right here. So Unmatched is a 2-player battle game based loosely on Epic Duels. And this has a cool thing about it. One of the games that I used to really, well, I still love it, but I just don't own a copy of it anymore, is Tannhäuser. Tannhäuser was a World War I/II, it's kind of in the middle of those two, alternate universe game where the Germans really went deep into this supernatural vibe.
Oh, yes.
And awakened a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Cthulhu-esque stuff, but less on the Cthulhu, more on the paranormal.
Okay.
And they had a line of sight system that Justin and Rob used in this game to make Epic Duels a little bit better. Epic Duels was a Star Wars battling game, and they kind of took that as the if I'm understanding it correctly. I think I am, but correct me if I'm wrong. I know you will. So this is cool for King and Country. It's got Black Widow, Black Panther, and Winter Soldier in it. And then this has Houdini and the Genie. So, Arabian Nights against a dude that disappears and can get out of stuff in a jiffy. So, these will go well with the ones that I already own with Bigfoot and
Robin Hood?
Robin Hood.
Oh.
And then this has Medusa, King Arthur, Alice, and Sinbad in it.
Wow.
Alice in Wonderland. So these are the ones that came in the thing. We got to open them because I know they have miniatures in there, and I'm a big miniatures person. So we're going to use your grapefruit knife. See, watch how it goes right in between that.
I mean, I get
like
it.
That,
why don't we rebrand
opens...
grapefruit knives and sell them to the gaming community as
because
game
you can also use like a hobby knife, and it works just as well. So there's that, and
it's funny because I know I'm the only one in this house that would know it's a grapefruit knife. Let me put it that way.
Yeah, because you're the only one that would probably eat a grapefruit. And
grapefruit.
When's the last time you ate a grapefruit?
About 6 months ago, when we had some for winter.
So why do we have this? Or once a month? I mean, once a year.
Once every 6 months.
Yeah, once a year. All right, so we're going to go to, let's start with angle 2 here. Houdini is a pain to play against. See, that's one of the things. This is stuff that's cool for me because it's kind of new. I'm getting back into it. But people are like, yeah, seen it, done there, been there, done that. So these are dials that, of course, are going to be punched out and put together. And then here's the board. And so this is a cool thing that we'll be able to... So the way they did the board, let me see, let me make sure. Let's do angle 3. That's a better top down. So the way they did the board is, and the way the line of sight system works, and you know most of them will probably already know this, is that if you're standing here, you have line of sight to all the other rings that have those colors on it. So there's brown and blue on this, so I have line of sight here, 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 and here, and here, and a little bit over here. I also have line of sight here. So that's how, and I thought that was amazingly
really
easy.
Cool. Really
because you
cool.
don't have to like get out there with a ruler or anything like that.
It's very clear. It's like
so
head noises too.
If Houdini is here and the Genie is here, does he have line of sight?
Yes.
Yes, because there's gray blue here and there's gray blue here, so that will work. And that's one of the cool things I loved about that. Oh, here, yeah, go ahead. That's one of the things that's cool.
Wow.
Oh, wait, no, I
Can you do that with the phone? These are intense.
Yep.
This is cool.
So we'll put these out here. They're going to be a little dark, though, because...
Can you do it against the background?
Yeah, maybe.
Like, against the mat?
Maybe, baby, you'll be true. All right, so here we go.
I don't know if you can see that, but it's really neat.
There's the Genie. And there's Houdini. So he's just a really neat, all of these guys, you know, the showmanship. I like the cuffs, handcuffs, and all that kind of stuff. Love that. It looks good.
There you go.
Yep. Put the other one over here. Bing, bing, bing. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's get that one open. And we'll show those miniatures as well. So, let you do that. It's kind of a weird angle. But it's okay. Go ahead. You got it.
Yes.
Oh, I want to look at that board. Cool. Go ahead. Man. Here's more stuff that I got to get. Look at this stuff. Hell's Kitchen, Redemption Road.
What?
Teen Spirit for King. What? Oh, no, not Gordon Ramsay. Come on.
I was like, oh, there's an unmatched with Gordon Ramsay? He'd take everybody out. I think that would be amazing.
Oh my gosh. All right, so here's the punch-out boards. I love the colors they use for this.
I don't have those.
Wow, they put art on the punch board.
Oh, that's cool.
Why? Because you're just gonna throw it away after it's punched. Oh, well, I mean, it's cool that they did it. It's like, wow, you can have fun punching out the dials too. But anyway, all right, let's take a look at the minis. Holy Moses! There's Black Widow. Oh, that's super dark.
Not it.
That's super dark. Gotta do something. I don't know.
Maybe.
There's Black Widow. Give me another one.
Panther.
Black Panther. Nice. Nice indeed.
Winter Soldier.
And Winter Soldier. Yep. You see the star. That's really nice. Really cool, really cool. So, that's pretty neat. Let's go back to the top down.
Oh.
I gotta go over here. Blink. And then do that. So, put that down and we can look at the board.
Ooh.
Sweet, it's the Helicarrier. I'm liking it.
Need the lid for that one.
Yep. Oh, the lid for that one is right there.
Thank you, dear.
It's the Helicarrier, and here they didn't do the rings around it, but it's still the same thing. You've got these colors and patterns. So the cool thing about this though is that it's colorblind friendly. So you don't have to worry about not being able to tell which of the colors is there.
Because there's a pattern.
Also have the pattern that's in the background, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's really neat. I like that even better. But on this side, you know,
have the rings.
It's like color friendly version.
Yeah, yeah.
Or colorblind friendly version. And this is the one that if you're not colorblind and you can distinguish between the different colors, then you can use this side.
That's cool.
But I like all the little Easter eggs that are down here. You know, these jet fighters that are here. One's burning. Mm-hmm. Oh, no, 3 are burning. So I think that's cool. That's a neat. Neato Frito. Let's put those back. Mm-hmm. So, unmatched, bolstering the ranks there. That's probably going to be coming up pretty soon. I'll probably even be able to do a comparison video. Try here.
Ranks. I need the papers.
Oh, yeah. Pink. Do a comparison video between... Well, I don't know. That and maybe...
Didn't somebody ask that?
Dice Throne, I think, maybe. Are the models shaded? Yes, they are. They do have the oh, what is it? What is it called? The wash. Thank you. You got it right.
I did get it right.
Stop the press, Vicky Vale. Yes, there's a Batman reference.
I know that one.
I want
did
the
a dance
grapefruit
routine to that.
I didn't think it took a scalpel to cut a grapefruit. Well, it's not.
It's not. It's a grapefruit knife. It's all curved.
It does have a serrated edge, but it's not nearly as sharp as a scalpel. But yes.
It's actually for cutting out the little segments.
Luke just got back from UK Games Expo. Not quite the same without you, brother. I miss being there. UK Games Expo is one of my favorite conventions of the year. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future. I'm sure you could actually rebrand grapefruit knives as Vulcan quality unboxing blades, and or something, and sell them for like 200% profit. Yeah, that's probably true.
I'm telling you, there might be a business in grapefruit knives for me.
Chris, maybe buy Tom one.
Does he have problems opening them?
I don't know. He used to use the box knives.
Yeah, I hate those.
Drives people crazy. Drove people crazy back in the day.
So we'll send him one. We'll send
maybe so.
one.
They'll probably have an unmatched with Gordon Ramsay soon. Yes.
I'm telling you,
It's like he just berates your dinner.
I'm all in on this. Like I think
it's all yes. It's all emotional damage. Yes.
Yes.
Emotional damage. Yes. Yes. I want that to happen now.
I do too. I'm super excited. I actually saw Hell's Kitchen and I got all excited.
Yes.
Oh. Okay, my geek level is a little different, but I'm telling you, that was really
Z Garcia would like Gordon Ramsay because he calls people donkeys a lot. Yes, that's true. You are a donkey. That's the nicest thing you've ever said. All right, Tom still uses a box cutter, Blake says.
Okay, we'll send him a grapefruit knife now.
That's funny.
Tell him we found a better solution.
All right, so that is the first two things. I'm really kind of counting the unmatched as one game, because you can have Winter Soldier going against Houdini.
That's crazy.
So that works. And
crazy.
that's another thing I like about games that do that.
Yeah, I do.
That kind of bridge that gap between different genres.
I do love
really
that.
Cool. All right, so you saw how big the box was, right?
It was a big box.
We have exactly 2 games left.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
So this one was the one that I really kind of had as a special request.
Whoa.
And that is this one, The Return to Dark Tower. Now this has like super geek factor written all over it. We're going to break this open. When I was with the Dice Tower, see how that just kind of
I'm
cut
telling you,
right
I think
through
we're
it?
going to mail... Be prepared, Dice Tower. You're all getting grapefruit knives for Christmas.
Yeah, a whole set.
Yes, exactly.
Ginsu grapefruit knives.
No. We're going to put your logo on that. We're going to bring your...
They're not going to use them then. Don't do that.
Okay, we'll send them.
We want them to use it.
From Sam Healy.
All right, so here you go. This is the return to... Are you ready to take on the tower?
Wow.
The Dark Tower... Not the Dice Tower, Chris. That was not a declaration of war.
Oh, gosh, no. You have to flip it around. They can only see paper.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to put it up here on 3 because this is one of the reasons why I wanted that third camera angle set up. See, this is when a board game says, this is going back to the day, requires 3 AA batteries.
Yes.
That's cool. I like it. So, we're opening up.
I'm not upside down. I think you're upside down.
I am upside down. All right, let's turn it back over just in case something there. That is a cool. I really love how it's shiny gold.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I like it. Like it. Brian Muser just tuned in. Love the content. Sam, did you get a chance to check out the 40K Space Dwarves? Not yet, Brian, but that is on my docket.
What is it?
40K Space Dwarves. Yeah, she's my stenographer today. She's checking out all that stuff.
He only says that until he tries to read my writing.
She doesn't have bad writing.
It's not as nice as yours. You have good penmanship.
Just like butter. Just
like
butter.
I'm telling you, it's the thing now.
Alright. So here's the rule book. And look at that. They actually tell you how everything goes in there and how everything is set aside and all that kind of stuff. So we're keeping that. Loving it.
Oh, that's super nice.
The Brutal Warlord. So we're just trying to show this as much as we can here. Brutal Warlord. Orphaned Scion. A Relic Hunter. And the Spy Master. So these are all cool. There's different peoples you can play. This is a punch board. So there's 2 of them. And just in case, there's 3 of them. Sorry. There's a 3rd. And just in case you lose that piece of paper you're holding in your hand, they also have it printed here. Well, this is more how you put it. A little bit different,
but it's super
cool. This is how you put your board game away. So this is how everything goes in there. So that's just a piece of cardboard that you stick on there. But they had the presence of mind to print that on there to help you.
Which is
so that's
nice.
Cool. That's good. I like it when companies do that. So, ding. And so
Get your phone.
Yep. So, come back to this one. And as we open this little thing right here. Oh, has it got tape on it? Ooh.
Grapefruit knife.
Hold up. Okay, so I can have 2 hands free here. So, just here's your
I'm trying.
Here's your viewfinder. Little fortresses. These are cool. These also have a shade on them as well. You stay put. You stay put.
I'm trying.
No, I know. I'm just communicating. You stay put, and I'll come with it. So, cool beans. Man, this is all cool. I'm so stoked to try this game. I actually got to play a prototype of it before they actually released it, and that was
really?
one of the last conventions I went to with the Dice Tower. They had this, and they were prototype. They were playing the prototype. Whoa! Any game that has miniature skulls as a component, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Look at that.
Pretty cool. Little miniature skulls. I don't want to open all these bags yet because I don't want to risk losing anything just yet. But miniature skulls, and then base rings for that. So that's cool. Custom die. Also neat. So that is the first little thing that comes out of there.
I think you gotta take that piece out first. Oh, it's one piece.
I don't think you are correct.
Oh my.
All right, so this is the coolness that is Dark
All
Tower.
I'm getting is your hands.
Well, that's probably true. You just have to kind
I'm
of
not
move
the
back.
best.
And we don't have batteries in this, but you can almost see the red hue that is on this plastic. So
Is it gonna glow?
Yeah. It freaking
cool.
does. It freaking does. And things will go in the top and actually come out these holes here.
No.
Yes.
I want
Man,
to play. I want to play.
I know, right? It's like you open it and you want to, yeah, little things move.
This is so cool.
Yes.
I got goosebumps.
I know, right? I mean, it is
cool.
super cool. This is just awesome. And then there's cards. You have to have cards to play the game.
This is going to be amazing.
Yes, it is. I'm super looking forward to it. Super, super looking forward to it. And I know a lot of you are out there going like, this is like old news. But I'm like, So
easily amused.
it's new for me. Wow, that thing is still heavy. There's still stuff in the bottom.
I think it's just the top of the
It's
board.
the board. Yeah, this is the board. So, vulcanized cellophane cutter. There we go. And I hate that you're filming this right now.
I'm cracking myself up filming this. This is the best part of my day.
There we go. See, we got it started. And if you've ever...
I'm filming you with the grapefruit knife. This
I
is
know,
amazingly
right?
Fun.
It's like...
Well, you could flip camera angles. And
My
not
knife
put
work would
stress.
make Gordon Ramsay yell at me. Probably.
Emotional damage.
Yes. Emotional damage.
Wow.
So, now this is... And like, you know, the... I'll go back to
You
the...
gotta switch your camera angle.
Yeah,
Wow.
No. So let me switch the camera angle back here.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
All right, cool. And then
The
the Dark Tower
goes
kind of
in the middle.
sits
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the
yeah.
middle. Boom, like this.
That's so cool.
And so you play around the edges and you're moving people. It's very much a dudes on the map type thing, but this thing will activate at certain times.
And then different things will spike. Oh, that's super cool.
It's like super, super fun. Super, super fun. So very much looking forward to getting this one to the table.
Problem is, we didn't look at the instructions on how to put it back in the box yet, so.
Well, that will come.
We may just have to slide these over.
Later. Yeah, we'll just move things out of the way. Everything is still compartmentalized, so we're not going to lose anything.
No, that goes with this.
But, yeah. That goes over there. Those go over there as well.
Oh, I can almost not reach that.
I know I'm probably giving some people conniption fits. But,
you gotta switch your camera.
Let's see. Okay, we'll switch back.
Because they got table again.
Yeah, we'll switch back to first angle. All right, let's see here. I was at the expo yesterday. John said, talked to you and Tom back in 2016, I think it was. Yep. That is true. I am going to be looking at the Space Dwarfs, Brian. Thank you for reminding us. We wrote it down. My mom has eaten in Hell's Kitchen.
Oh. Isn't there one?
Yeah, there's in Vegas.
One
there's
in Vegas.
Yeah, it's in Vegas, I think. Chrissy, ha! If I see a grapefruit unboxing blade come through, I'll know who to thank.
I'm telling you, that's happening. I will go to Target today and send Dice Tower a stack of grapefruit knives.
You've got a lot of good stuff to explore there. Thunder Road is also worth trying out when you can. Grapefruit knife, steak knife is also pretty good for unboxing. Yeah. I like the curvature of this blade, though. I don't know what it is.
I'm telling you.
I mean, I know it's to like scoop out the grapefruit. I get it.
You know, it's to cut the little segments, but yes.
Yeah, it's to scoop it out. So scoop.
Well, you're not scooping it. You're not eating off of it.
I probably would. I'm just saying. Well, and Chris, it is funny you mentioned it because that is the last box in the box that we sent.
That we got. We didn't send.
Yeah, no, that was sent to us. Is
yes,
where my mind was. So yes, super looking forward to this one. JT showed us a game that is at least similar in theme a few weeks ago.
Was that Heat?
I can't. No, not Heat. It was the other one that was... Oh, I can't remember the name of it now. Because I've just got Thunder Road on my mind. But it's a very similar in mechanism. We don't have it here. But what time is it? Oh, okay. Yes, go ahead. Come on through.
Go through the house.
That's fine. You can come through here.
Okay.
That's fine. Don't worry. But we are going to be opening this. Saw people getting their copies and was super, interested in what they were doing here. So
you wanna say hi, honey?
just really cool.
Hi.
That's Aiden. You guys probably maybe remember Aiden from Dice Tower days. He did a few reviews with me.
Yeah,
but,
I remember giving you like a million thumbs up.
Yes, a million thumbs up. So he broke my rating system, basically. So there's that. So love you too. See you later. So again, looking forward to this. Looks like a super fun game. Just
Oh, was it the one that was like?
Yeah, where
it was like a.
It just clicked.
It was like a.
You can't remember the name of it either, so stop trying.
No, I can't even remember how to describe it, but I remember playing it.
So the snake
you got pushed off the road, and then you had to
the unrest stop. These are double-sided.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. Maybe put this back on third for a little bit. The mud hole.
Ooh, that's a mud hole.
I love the names. The bunker. Chapter 3B. Ooh, there's chapters. I didn't know that. Oh, if this is a campaign, I'm gonna love it. 60 sticks. Route 66 or 60 sticks.
I can't say that.
Route 60. See,
I can't.
Now that you said it, I'm having trouble. Route 60 sticks.
Nope.
Yep. That's cool. The joke. All right, that's awesome. Liking it. The dice are a little retro.
But the game is retro.
No, I know that, but I like rounded corner dice, and these are technically rounded corners, but they're more angular than I usually like them. But I like it.
I like the colors.
I still like it. Yeah, they're still cool. Then there's some custom dice over here as well. These are pretty neat.
Ooh, those are cool.
Oh, I like how those are kind of engraved.
Yeah.
That's neat. These are probably like targeting dice and stuff like that, I would imagine. But they're cool. I like them too. Cool. And then
that one here.
Yep, and that one's there.
I didn't
seal that.
Oh, la la.
And then this looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff. You know what? Ooh. I bet you the game, because this is like super similar to that game that we played. I bet you they got their inspiration from Thunder Road, the original.
I don't.
This is like a revamping, a restoration of the old game, but they probably got their inspiration from it, at least in part. Choppers. Yes, had to make the noise.
That's so cool.
So these. Oh no.
Oh. That was a different noise.
That's because it's a different color. And man, I'm looking so. I'm so.
This is gonna be fun. We got some good games to play.
Yes, we do.
Look at this stack over here, and that, and that, and that. Oh yeah.
I'm liking it. These are all just gonna go back in here for now. Because
we'll put these away later.
Yeah, we'll put them all away later. We'll make sure it goes well. It goes well. So, yes, as you can see, we have our work cut out for us, kind of, sort of. Chris, yeah, Thunder Roads, take me home.
That's where I went too.
No, not the Fast and Furious game. It was another game that was like this. It almost has the same. I can't remember it.
Message JT.
Yeah, message him. Ask him. Oh, I can't because my phone's connected. I have to. Where we belong. My Dolphins fan is still trying to get it through his head.
That they're not good?
Duh. I don't know. It's really fun to see your excitement about this. It's pretty dang awesome. Well, that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Because I do have a lot of excitement for, everything that's in this box. And Justin has just freaking knocked it out of the park. And I know it's not just Justin. He has a whole team behind him, but he's been a good leader there. And he's really done a great job with Restoration Games. He's taken that concept of
it was
taking old games and making them new again, kind of like breathing life. The phoenix rising from the ashes.
Problem is, JT doesn't check his phone usually on the weekends. So.
Well, not very much because he's busy.
He's super busy.
He's like working in the yard and running, walking to soccer games.
I'll send him a message, but that doesn't mean we got it. But it was like there were 5 rows. And we were all just trying to race to the end. And there were probably only like 6 spaces to the end.
Yeah. And you were constantly moving back and forth.
Moving back and forth and getting bumped and then attacking. Yeah. There was attacking.
Yeah. I'm telling you, from what I know of Thunder Road, I'm pretty sure that game took its inspiration and just kind of beefed it up a little bit.
Modified it.
But, yeah. Let's see. Did you try one of the Undaunted games? How did you compare it to Memoir 44? I have Undaunted Normandy, and that's from back in the day. I think I did a review with the Dice Tower on Undaunted, and I never got around to doing. I don't think I ever got around to doing a comparison with it with Memoir 44. My thing is that I think Undaunted does a very similar thing that Memoir does. But I like Memoir better because of the miniatures, first of all, which is why I don't like the Command and Colors Ancient series because it's blocks and with stickers and all that kind of stuff. So I like Memoir, I like Battle Cry, I like Battle Lore, I like the Great War, all of those versions of the game that use the Command and Color system. much better because they have that aesthetic appeal to them that the other games just don't have. And I think Undaunted is a good game, don't get me wrong, and I enjoyed playing it, but for me to compare it to Memoir 44, while they kind of do, they scratch the same itch, they scratch it in a different way, and the way that Memoir scratches it is the way I want that itch scratched.
Okay, that was just a weird, I don't know. You lost me halfway through that analogy.
Hey, I'm just saying, when you got an itch, you got to scratch it. Yes.
I mean, I don't know.
Rex and Ruin, maybe? That doesn't ring a bell.
No, it wasn't called that. It had more of a...
Oh, I get it. Okay. He's a beginner. So his Dolphins fan is a beginner board gamer, so this helps him a lot. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Gotcha. Understood. Cool. Things go in the top and come out the bottom, and that's what happens when you eat.
Well, I teach preschool. We talk about that a lot.
What were we talking about yesterday? And Dante was like, "What are you doing?" We were talking about...
Oh, we were talking about the dog.
We were talking about Strider's poop. Because
he's just had surgery.
He just had
recently,
surgery,
so...
and we're being like,
anyway.
It sounds weird, but
we're talking about
we're being
poop.
like super observant
All
when
I know
our
is
dog poops right now. Because,
and the 14-year-old was like, "What are you guys talking about?"
and he was like, "Are you talking about your poop? Because that's
Ew,
gross."
No.
I'm like, "No, we wait till you to go to bed before we talk about that." Duh. So, yeah.
I almost snorted. That was great.
How much usually does a camera cost? Mom Gamer asks. If one wanted to add a second camera, I'm not planning anything. Wink, wink. Well, here we go. It depends on what camera you get.
This one isn't our favorite, the top one.
Well, yeah, the top down isn't bad. Okay, so this one right here, this angle and this angle are both Panasonic 4Ks. They're actually, they've probably upgraded since then, but they're the same ones that the Dice Tower used when I was with them. And so that's why I bought them, because I was more familiar with them than I would be of having to learn how to use a brand new camera. But I would imagine they've upgraded since then. So these two angles are both Panasonic 4Ks. This one is a Sony
something.
I
can't read that.
Can
you actually read that?
Well, I can read the camera 3 up on top of it, but that's a sticker that I put on it to denote that that's the third angle.
It's a little handheld.
Yeah, it's a little handheld. It's a little Sony camcorder.
You gotta switch.
No, I know that. That's a Sony camcorder that we have mounted on the ceiling.
And then the fourth one we use is his phone.
And then the fourth one I have is actually my phone. Wirecast allows you to connect through Bluetooth. With the camera that's on your phone. So that is actually, I didn't have to pay anything extra for that fourth angle because it's just something that the software does. But the little handheld camera that we have on the ceiling was
200, 300.
I don't even think it was that much.
It was not.
It was like 100. It was like 150 or less.
We found some Amazon deal. It's like a little. It literally looks like an old camcorder.
Yep, it does.
That's kind of what it looks like to me. Like moms of the '80s
fits in the
holding
palm
it.
of your hand.
Yeah.
Fits in the palm of your hand. Has a little viewfinder that pops out on it. The only thing with that, having that up there, is that every time we set a new one, I have to get the ladder out and go up and actually manually turn it on. We have it connected to a device that I can turn on with my phone, but it doesn't. The camera, while me turning it on with my phone will give it power,
right,
you actually have to get up there and flip the viewfinder down
for
it to actually turn on. And it's not like something where you can just leave the viewfinder out, and whenever you use the Bluetooth device, it'll turn it on.
You have to climb.
You have to literally click it on. You have to open it every time to turn on. So
we
that's a little bit of a bummer.
One. But that one was cheap, but I think these ones are much more. But
yeah, the Sony, the Panasonic 4Ks. Let me see. You can probably just look it up, but let's see. If I go to Amazon and put in Panasonic 4K,
24.
yeah, 2400.
$24.99 is what it shows up on his Amazon.
That's the first one that came up. That's
Right.
not necessarily the best.
No, but it kind of gives you that's an idea.
Yeah, it gives you an idea. Around $2,000 is probably, but that's for the Panasonic 4K.
Yeah, the little camera ones. Or
I'm
the
sure
phone.
you can find something for a little bit better. These cameras were bought when I was working for Mythic, and as part of my severance package was that I was going to be able to keep them. So that was
that was great.
Yeah, very, very generous of them. Very thankful of it. So, because it's allowing me to do what we're doing now.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
All right.
Let's see.
I love the fact that this was a marketing pen, but it says your name on it.
What?
It was one of the free marketing pens, but it says Flipside board
Yeah,
games.
it's like,
I was
hey,
super
we'll send you a.
You should
free
order some
pen.
stuff.
You
Here's
should
some
order
free pen.
more
I'm like,
stuff.
oh, this is a good pen.
Cool. Thanks for the pen. Not gonna order more pens. Let's see. Mom Gamer, when you film playthroughs, what would you need to have picture-in-picture, if that's what you need, of course. I actually have a Blackmagic Design A10 Mini, and it does have the ability to have picture-in-picture if I want to. My problem with using it is that you have to literally click it on. For example, if I wanted to, boom, I'll just do that, turn it on, and then click it over, and now we have picture-in-picture there. So we can do that, and when I change the camera angle, it actually goes away, so I have to turn it back on again to do it like that. So we actually have the ability to do picture-in-picture, but because I have to do clicky-clicky whenever I turn it over, whenever I change...
You forget the clicky-clicky?
Sometimes I forget the clicky-clicky. So, and then I'll come back and it's not there anymore. I would have to clicky-clicky again. And I haven't been able to figure it out yet, but I don't think I can have, like, camera angle 2 be the picture-in-picture. I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I'm pretty sure. I imagine you can. I just don't know how to do it yet. So there is that. So the A10 Mini. There's also an A10 Mini Pro. Blackmagic Design has some pretty good, basic. I guess again, I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I think it's basically affordable. The A10 Mini was the most inexpensive one that that Blackmagic Design had that I wanted to use, because it allows me to switch between different angles. It actually will take 4 different cameras, HDMI inputs into it, and it will also pull in the audio from the cameras too. So that's all we're running here. So no, Blake, no, I did not steal any Dice Tower cameras.
No.
No, these were purchased, yes. Let's see. Told the Dolphins fan friend that you can do it with your mind. He believed it. Oh. I guess that means that you can switch things.
Yes.
With your mind.
Yes.
That would be awesome. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. My coffee.
Oh, I'm all done. I'm like out.
So I'm doing the clicky.
Out.
That's the new catchphrase.
Clicky. It's like matchy.
No, it's better than matchy.
My daughter hates it when I say matchy. Like, she hates it.
Yeah, she actually gives us the look.
I mean, sometimes randomly, we'll come out both of our rooms wearing the same color. Yeah. Or Sam and I will be wearing, like, the same Gen Con shirt or something. Yeah, but if Daphne and I happen to be wearing the same color, I will come out and I'm like, oh, we're all matchy. And she just...
doesn't say a word. She shoots the look, turns around and changes.
She goes
back into her room and changes. Does not say a thing. Just shoots the look like daggers and then walks back into her room.
Or she'll say, I hate matchy. Ugh. And then she will walk away and change.
The setup Alex from Board Game Co. has looks easy. At least he makes it look easy. He has a foot clicky.
That's a thing?
I
Well,
know
like
that I know that those things do exist, but I don't have the
hit the wrong button.
I don't hit the foot clicky. Yeah, I'd be like,
hit the gas.
which pedal am I using here? Is that the double bass? Or never played Small World. Is World of Warcraft Small World a good entry point, or should I go with basic Small World?
Well,
Actually,
Small World.
basically, World of Warcraft Small World of Warcraft is what it's called, is a good entry point for it, because I don't. Now that I think about it, there might be a couple of rules that are different, but it's basically the same game. You're just using abilities and races from World of Warcraft, rather than the generic stuff that you'll find in Small World. So, yeah, I mean, to answer your question, yes, it would be a good entry point. Yeah, spit everywhere. Dominic Mucha says, I can see the Adventures of Robin Hood. Did you like it? What are your thoughts about it?
Was that the one we just played?
Yes, the Adventures of Robin Hood.
I loved it.
We really enjoyed the game.
I really loved it.
My son Michael really enjoyed it as well.
He did.
And which is strange because usually he just likes dudes on a map type stuff.
Yeah.
So,
he did like it. Yeah.
He really enjoyed it, and he actually has mentioned before. Since then.
Yeah, can we play it again?
When can we play it?
I really liked that one.
Yep.
That was fun.
Chris, I'm doing the clicky is something I can definitely relate with.
Clicky.
See? Clicky.
Now you two are matchy with your clicky.
Matthew, my bad, dude. We're drunk. But now he seems to figure it out. I think you helped out. So we've got to. Well, I'm not going like. Rah! I'm not doing that. I'm pounding it with it. I just happen to be holding it. That's cool. We've got a couple people watching our stream.
That's awesome.
That are just 3 sheets to the wind.
I'm grateful you're here with us
and enjoying it. So that's cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm laughing along with you, and I'll have this tea.
Would you recommend Blood Rage for 2-player? I probably wouldn't. Here's the thing. I've never played Blood Rage with 2-player because I've just never wanted to. No, wait.
I think we did it once.
We did. It was iffy.
It was okay.
I mean, here's the thing.
Now you said iffy on matchy and clicky.
Stop. It's your aura. That's what it is.
That thing at me.
I'll put it down. Would you recommend Blood Rage for 2-player? I probably wouldn't.
I don't think we loved it as 2-player.
I mean, it's okay. It's okay. Blood Rage, here's the thing. It's designed as a 4-player game, and that's where it sings. It sings at 4. If you add a 5th, or heavens to Betsy, a 6th, you're just elongating the experience. You're not really changing the game. I don't think you can even play a 6-player. Maybe you can with expansions, but I love Blood Rage, and I will definitely think twice about playing it with 5 players. I think I will absolutely say no to a 6-player game if that's a possibility. For some reason, I think, did we play Blood Rage as a 6-player back in the day on accident one time? And it went for an ungodly amount of time, and people watching the stream, if I'm remembering it correctly, they were just like, "This is." But we had like super high scores because we were we also made the mistake. This is way back when we were learning the game. We also made the mistake where we drew 8 cards and we drafted 8 cards.
Oh dear!
So we had 8 card hands instead of 6.
Right.
And we had like super high scores.
Oh my gosh!
And we were playing with 5 or 6 players, and it was just a sludge. And I don't know that I maybe played Blood Rage once with 5 players after that. And I think I actively pursue only playing it with 4 now. Because I just enjoy it that way.
Yeah, it plays well.
So don't wave knives around.
It's not a knife. It's actually a grapefruit knife, but it is a...
This is true. No. You said it's not a knife. It's a grapefruit knife.
I know, but it's not a shirt. I mean, I should let you handle
It's
all
pointy
things.
pointy.
It is pointy pointy.
I did that on purpose.
I know, I love it.
SK Gunna says Clash of Cultures Monumental Edition is a decent 2-player game. Thank you. What game are you painting minis for now? What's next? I'm actually doing, I don't know if he's still here, but Brian, Gaming with ADHD, I'm going to be joining him next Friday, and we're going to be painting some of the abominations, maybe the abomination or a couple of the orc zombies from Green Horde, Zombicide Green Horde. So we're going to be doing that next. Whether I continue painting that entire game, I don't know. Probably not, but it'll at least get me started, and depending on how simple it is, maybe I'll continue painting that one and get it done, and maybe I'll bring you guys along for that ride. But there is that. Good morning, Enrique Romero says good morning. Hello, Sam. Hello, Enrique. Thank you for joining us. Blade Cavney, it's not a knife, it's just a knife. Matthew Rose. So the next time you come to San Antonio, are we going to meet up or what? Well, the next time I'm in San Antonio, I will probably be spending some time at Night Watch at the very least. I might even stop by Print and Meeple again as well, because I do want to go back and visit that store and talk more with their owner, because I like what he's doing. He's taking, Night Watch Games. That's one of the cool things that I liked about those two stores. They were both great stores, but they both had
different demographics.
Not necessarily demographics, but they both had different visions of what a good board game store does. And they hit on a lot of the same cylinders, but they just did it in different ways. So I really enjoyed visiting the Print and Meeple, and I'm very glad Porrick took me by there, because it gave me a glimpse into what Porrick found to be one of his competitors. Yeah. And I liked that. I liked that kind of peek behind the curtain. Brian is here from Gaming with ADHD. Brian, I was just just talking to him. Yeah, somebody just asked. Well, no, he has been here.
Oh, okay. I was
they were just asking what I'm going to be painting next, and I'm telling them that we're going to be painting next Friday after Brian gets off work.
Cool.
So how do you hit a cylinder? It's a phrase, dude, and I probably say it wrong. Hitting on all pistons, I think it's the firing on all pistons, or firing on all. I don't know. I do that all the time.
I do it all the time too, and then I think I'm right.
And I'm usually correcting her, which is bad, because I'm probably correcting her misusage of the phrase or term or whatever it is.
On your misuse.
On my misuse of the phrase term. And we're both wrong, but we're like, no, you don't say it like that. You say it like this. And I'm like totally wrong too. And somebody else is like, no, you're wrong too. So, was the car Wreckland Run?
That doesn't sound right
let
either.
Me look it up. Let me look it up. I can look it up.
I don't know.
Wreckland Run.
You want to do
Boom.
Lightning round?
No, it wasn't Wreckland Run.
Nope, wasn't that.
Yeah, we gotta get going here in a little bit. It was not Wreckland Run. It was one that just was on Kickstarter, and he got his Kickstarter version of the game in.
Yeah. Like last month, 2 months ago, maybe.
Oh man.
It wasn't this one. I know.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Thunder Road. But let me just punch Thunder Road in and see if I get a hit.
Yeah, no, you got the song.
Not you got the song. Springsteen. Come on. I gotta put in board games. Boom. No, this is all. No, I know it's not. But I'm looking. I'm just trying to see if there's a.
No, it didn't. They had like trucks. We had like.
See,
they had like different. Like one was a tank car almost, and one was like a dune buggy, and one of them
had a really eccentric name. That's why I can't remember it. But this isn't hitting on. Oh well, there's Western Legends Why did an image for Western Legends come up when I type in Thunder Road board game?
It was like, I don't know. All the cars were different colors and they had like different themes. It was like
man, I am so far behind the curve here. It's like I'm looking through all of the thumbnails of all of the content creators that have been covering this game so far, and I'm like, yeah, this is old news.
We're a bit behind, but you know what?
But you'll get
I'm
my
grateful
pick
you're
on
with
it.
us. That's all.
You'll get my pick on it. But
no, you're not finding anything.
no, I'm not.
So I don't know what it's called. So
All right. Well,
go back to the comments.
see, even Heat, Pedal to the Metal came up. But again, nothing else. Sorry.
Formula. Did it have the word formula?
No, Formula Day is right over here somewhere. Where's Formula Day? No, it's not Formula Day. It didn't have formula in it. I don't remember. I don't remember the name, and I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. Ah! I found it. Death Roads All Stars. Death Roads All Stars is the game that JT backed and we played, and it's very Thunder Road-esque. Death Roads All Stars. Two phrases that I would never put together as All Stars, Death Roads. All Stars, no, those don't fit together. In my brain,
I agree.
they don't fit together, so that's why I couldn't
Even
come
when
up
you
with
say the name, I'm like, that doesn't even trigger a memory.
Yeah, exactly.
I see the picture does.
Yeah, and you see all of the little,
but
the
the
tank
picture
car
does,
over here, and
the name doesn't
the
even
big van,
slightly remind me.
So, but anyway, I could have looked on my Instagram. I took pictures of them. All right.
Back to your chat.
Back to chat. Let's go with lightning round. Yeah, off work means 8 a.m. for me. So, and I think he's mountain time, so it's going to be 7 a.m. for me. We're going to be live streaming Peyton Minis. I'm going to like barely have my eyes open.
Bling, bling, bling.
But anyway, there we go. Here, old news is good news. That is very correct. Devil Route 666. No, Devil Run Route 66. Nope, that's not what it. We just said it. Death Roads All Stars. See, I had to think about it.
I almost said Dirt Roads.
All right, we're gonna do a lightning round for a few minutes. A few minutes will probably turn into about 15, but because we are rather verbose sometimes on our answers. But we're going to go ahead and do lightning round if you would like to. If not, that's fine as well. We'll wait for a few seconds to see what we have. Is she texting us already?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Okay. Well,
no, you're fine. You're fine.
All right. All right.
I told her later.
We don't do daylight savings. Brian says. Don't make me wake up early on Sunday. No, it's not going to be on Sunday. It's going to be on a Friday. So wake up early on Friday. But it depends on where you are.
She wants to know if she can go to R.S. Sally's and wait for me there. And I said yes.
Oh, that's a good idea.
I was like, much better.
Oh, we got plenty of time.
We got time now.
She's going to go to a friend's house?
I just had the 16-year-old go over somewhere else, so I don't have to pick her up. That being said, she has passed the written test. We just have the driving test next week. She already has a car to drive, so hopefully soon.
Okay, so here we go. Pirates or ninjas?
Pirates.
I will say the same thing. I think ninjas are super cool.
Well, pirates you can have a voice for. Ninjas you can't.
But that's why they're cool. Because they're like silent death.
I used to do Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, my.
And I did it so much that Dante, he was like 3, and he says, can I have regular mommy back, not pirate mommy anymore?
Oh, my goodness.
It's August 18th.
Thor or Spider-Man?
Thor.
Yeah, you know my answer. Thor, absolutely. Spidey's cool, don't get me wrong. And I love everything that's behind it. Why? Why is she calling us when you just said go? Anyway, okay, she stopped calling, so don't worry about it. Or did you just like
No, she
ghost her?
Maybe.
Okay, here we go. Keep talking. Legos or jigsaw puzzles?
Both.
Don't go there. Would you rather do a Lego or a puzzle?
Puzzle.
Yes, I would rather do a Lego because I want
3D.
I want 3D. She's okay with 2D.
I like puzzles. I love puzzles, actually.
I could not believe she did this. She spent, what, 2 hours? 3 hours putting together a 300-piece puzzle the other day?
1,000-piece puzzle. Dante and
You
I
did 1,000 pieces in 2 hours?
Yeah.
Then she had the audacity to go...
I was like, okay,
and put
cool.
it back in the box.
I thought the puzzle
No!
was like, oh, cool, we did the puzzle. All right, pick it up.
Oh my gosh. Beach or mountains? Go ahead.
I want to hear your answer
No,
first.
you
I know
know my
yours is
answer.
not beach.
And yours is...
Probably beach.
Yep, yours is beach.
But my version of beach here in Washington State is very different than other states.
Yeah, but no. See, look. She's the person that we went to a parade without any slight thorn of swimming paraphernalia. Nothing.
It was a parade. So
And she wanted to go jump in the river.
Lake.
Or, okay, fine, lake.
I was ready to
Whatever.
go to the lake.
So,
Beach.
you had to say beach. I am definitely more of a mountain person. Specifically, driving through the mountains. These crazy people up here in the Pacific Northwest who look outside, see it pouring rain, and think to themselves, what a great day for a hike. They're crazy.
It makes him crazy. We drive past a couple of spots as we're driving over the pass, and there's trailheads there. And there's people coming out in full, not ponchos. We don't wear ponchos because we're from Washington. We wear Gore-Tex, and we wear good quality raincoats. And they have raincoats and rain pants and rain boots. And he's driving past them, and his brain makes
I know, my brain, my mouth goes,
oh no.
Idiot, dummy, stupid people. Why are you out here walking in this weather? Go inside and play a board game. People walking in nasty not. Matchy or clicky clicky?
Matchy.
Clicky clicky. Rice or pasta?
Ooh, I really love pasta, but we haven't been eating a lot of pasta lately.
We can't because we're on a low carb diet.
I'm going to say lately rice. But
Yeah.
I do love pasta.
Yeah.
But lately I've been rice.
Yeah.
We're not eating pasta.
I'm more of a sticky rice. I'll even go as
okay.
a next person. But I do love me some Mexican rice as well.
Oh, I do love Mexican rice.
Mexican rice is good. And see, why did you go from Mexican rice to pad thai?
I didn't. I said I could make that for dinner.
Oh, I thought you could make pad thai for dinner.
No, Mexican rice. I was like, I could make a Mexican rice. Like
pizza or burritos?
Pizza.
Burritos.
Pizza.
Meal in a tube. Best thing ever. Pretty sure the feast in heaven will be a smorgasbord of different kinds of burritos.
No.
And the river of life will be sweet tea.
But you don't even drink anymore.
I will be able to drink it then because all of the earth's ailments will be gone. Harry Potter or The Lord of the Rings?
Harry Potter.
Oh my gosh, you find new and inventive ways to be wrong. Lord of the Rings, hands down. Harry Potter is just recycled Star Wars. Go
the books
figure it
of
out.
Harry Potter
Go check it out.
are amazing.
Go check it out.
The writing. I'm not talking about the
recycled
movies.
Star Wars. That's all Harry Potter is. Music or sports?
Music.
I like both. As far
you can't
as
say both. You just told me I couldn't say both.
no. That's what the lightning round is. You can say one or the other, or bring up your third alternative. They're connected to me. When I played football, I would use sports to get amped. I would use music to get amped up. Metallica, specifically, "Ride the Lightning," that song specifically, got me amped up every single time before a game. So, the two are connected to me. As far as taking part in, I play guitar, and every once in a while I'll sit and do some chugga-chuggas. But I probably enjoy sports more often. Oh, no. I listen to music more, but I probably take part in sports more. Because I listen to music all the time in the car. But, yeah, anyway. I was so happy when my parents let me spend the night at a friend's house, but that was when there was no cell phones, and I was granted permission from the bar phone.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome. Sauron or Palpatine for
bad guys.
Good bad guys.
They're both old creepy.
I am the Senate.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Palpatine. I think he's a better bad guy than Sauron was. Sauron was super, like, brah, type bad guy. Palpatine was like, I'm a good guy. But he's a super bad guy over here.
They're both bad.
And that's one of the things that I loved about the prequels, is they showed us Palpatine when he was fooling everybody.
Yeah.
And I loved seeing that. I'm not a big enemy bad guy fan.
Yeah.
But I love that about the prequels, that we were able to see Palpatine when he was still fooling everybody.
Sure, I can see that.
So I'm gonna go with Palpatine. Donkeys or llamas?
Donkeys. I used to have a pet burro. We had two.
Oh, the things you learn about Jessie on these Q&As. Would you like to tell them who you took your prom picture with?
I took my prom picture with my cows.
You didn't even just like ease them into that. You just said it.
I was a farm girl. I was raised on a cattle farm. These cows were my pets. They were my favorite.
She did not go to prom with her cow.
I did not go to prom.
Let's make that delineation.
You said, who did you take your prom pictures with?
I know.
I took my prom pictures with my cows.
But usually you take prom pictures with the person you're going to prom with. So
I'm sure we did that too. But I did. I was out there in my nice little 1980s-ish green puffy dress with my pearl necklace on and my cows in the background.
All right, Ye or Z?
We can't choose that. We don't do that. They're both
here.
Amazingly good friends.
They're both good guys. They're both good people. And, you know, he put the big roll on the floor laughing. So he knows I'm not going to answer it. Or they know. Sorry.
Yeah, they know.
Jessie, have you tried Waskijia, baby? Jigsaw puzzle? WASQIJJ.
No.
Cereal or toast for breakfast?
Cereal.
Neither. A low carb diet, so usually I have something that's super high protein.
You used to be cereal.
Yeah, I used to eat cereal a lot, but it was the sugary stuff, and that's one of the reasons why I was up at 4:09. So I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore. Usually I'll have the Jimmy Dean's Meat Lovers bowls.
Breakfast bowl.
Have 26 grams of protein in it, and low carbs too. So because it's basically just eggs and meat. So and cheese. Some potatoes, and that's where some of the carbs come from. But it's a really hearty breakfast, and it comes in the size that I need for a meal. So that's what I usually do. The Jimmy Dean's Meat
bacon
Lovers bowl.
No, bacon.
No, it's Meat Lovers. It's
called,
it's
called
Meat
Lovers.
No. You're right.
See?
Yo, it's the bacon bowl. The Meat Lovers has 22 grams of protein in it, and the bacon one has 26. So. Yay for bacon. Durian or fermented bean curd?
I don't know what either are, but I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say hard pass on both of them because I know what durian is. Durian is that really nasty smelling fruit. I think it's a fruit from some Far Eastern country, and I don't know exactly where it hails from, but durian just smells disgusting. It's kind of like that show that we were watching the other day. Just like it's like you crack it open, it's like oh, what the oh.
That made me laugh so much.
I know it was good. Let's see here, and I don't even know what fermented bean curd is.
But I would say no.
That sounds like something that
I don't do fermented usually. The only thing I do fermented is sauerkraut. Sauerkraut would be fermented, right?
Sure. I think. Kimchi is also fermented.
I don't usually do the kimchi because it's too spicy.
It's too spicy, but I love me some kimchi, man. Fermented cabbage, spicy cabbage. All right, chocolate white or milk? Chocolate white? Oh, white chocolate.
White chocolate or milk.
Well, I have white chocolate, and people say it's not really chocolate. I know, I get it, but it's called white chocolate. So I actually have white chocolate mochas. So I would
go with regular milk.
I would choose that. She would go with regular milk.
Oh, are those the puzzles that are like the mystery ones?
Oh.
Because that's in my Amazon
it says
cart.
They are like a mystery puzzle.
It's in my Amazon cart.
Oh.
In case my birthday comes up and somebody needs a hint.
Wow. hope I caught on to that hint.
I was kidding.
Super subtle.
I put things in my Amazon cart and buy them for myself all the time. So.
Let's see. Listening to podcasts or music while driving?
Music.
Music usually.
Or Audible. I like Audible.
Honestly, I don't usually listen to podcasts. I don't like listening to people just talk. And I know that's weird because it's kind of what I do. You know, people are going to listen to this probably, and it's just us talking. So I know that's weird, but I don't mind doing it, but I don't like listening to it. For example, if we're listening to the radio and they're just blah, 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 we're like, music, please.
Yeah.
So.
But I also love Audible. I love listening to a book in the car.
Which cow tasted the best?
All my cows had names. But I wasn't supposed to name them because we were cattle farmers. So, but my dad one year did say, I don't know, I was probably being sassy at the table, and he was like, you know what, me? I know. Can you believe it? I know. And he says, you know what you're eating right now? You're eating Loretta. And I was like, oh! So.
That's funny. Eggs scrambled or boiled?
Both are good options, but I like boiled eggs, actually.
Scrambled, always.
Soft boiled eggs? Oh, yeah.
Unless it's on a sandwich, and if it's on a sandwich, how is it that the yolk is like hard?
Hard boiled eggs.
No, not hard boiled. When you're frying it, what do you call it when it's a fried egg and the yolk is not liquidy? It's cooked. What do you call that?
It depends if you have the yolk up or sunny side up.
Scrambled eggs, unless I'm putting it on a sandwich, and at that point it's going to be fried to where it's not going to squirt any kind of foreign liquid into my mouth. So yes, I was expelled from high school, so I do not care.
About prom? I love my prom dress. My cows.
Kimchi is fermented. Yes, I know. Movies or series?
What do you mean series? Book series?
TV. Come on, context. Movies or TV?
Sad face. I don't know. I could go either way. Depends on what they are.
It depends. I absolutely enjoy movies. Movies are a kind of a hobby for me as well. But there are some incredible series out there. Mm-hmm. And usually, especially nowadays, you can wait if you can. Sometimes, most of the time I can't. But you can wait and you can just watch the entire series, which is like one long, super huge movie. But I do like episodic things, especially because most of the time when we watch TV, it's
we get like this much time.
It's like 9:30 at night when everything is done and everybody's home and done with their chores, and we're finally able to just kind of like sit down, and we only have an hour at that point. She checks out at like 10 o'clock. And so 10:30 is like pushing it. So usually if we're sitting down at like 9:30 and we don't have anything else to do, which often, you know, there are many times where we have plenty of something to do at 9:30. We'll usually watch a TV show. Like right now we're going back and watching episodes of the new episodes of SWAT.
Ooh.
She's a sucker for like police and fire drama shows.
Yeah. I'm going back to college. I watched ER, and I watched like, you know,
and I
Grey's
like
Anatomy.
And I like
all of them.
I like shows like that. Like I watched what was it? Blues. It was something Blues. I can't remember what it is now, but I used to watch
Chicago Blues.
Yes. No. Maybe.
I think so.
I don't know. I watched Blue Bloods, which is a newer one that has like Donnie, not Donnie Osmond, don't say it.
How did you even hear my thought?
Marky Mark's brother, Donnie Wahlberg. It has Donnie Wahlberg in it. It has Tom Selleck in it.
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Really great series. It's still going. I'm not current on it. I kind of came away from it, but I've liked police dramas and stuff like that growing up as well. Hawaii Five-0, the old and the new. The new one I also liked a lot too. Had James Caan's son. I forget his name. But James Caan's son was in... and Pedro Garcia is also in. Pedro Garcia is a board gamer. Tom got to spend some time with Pedro Garcia playing games with him.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So anyway, Pedro Garcia. I think it's Pedro Garcia. Is it Pedro Garcia? I think that's his name.
Sure.
I think that's his name. He's a cool guy. I want to meet him because he looks like a really cool guy. I like the characters that he plays, and if he's a board gamer, then
you like him.
He's got to be pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. We got more.
Yeah, we got more. Runny or grits? Oh, runny on grits. So
eggs runny on grits is what they're saying.
That's probably true.
Yes,
yeah, probably true. Over
I
hard.
don't know what grits. All right.
Over
hard. Yes, when you fry it and the
Thank you,
top
Tom.
solidifies.
That's on a sandwich. That's how I like my eggs. But if I'm not eating eggs on a sandwich, then it's got to be scrambled. Netflix or Disney Plus?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, we've been hitting Disney Plus pretty hard lately. We just started Miss Marvel.
Much on Netflix lately.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think Netflix is losing their way a little bit as far as. Or here's the thing. It's just not our. We're just not part of their audience anymore. More than not. There are some like I'm watching.
We watched Stranger Things. I think that was the last show we watched on Netflix.
No, I watched Vinland Saga, which is like an anime Viking show.
Oh yeah, you watched it.
So yeah, you don't like it, but.
So I said the last show we watched on Netflix.
Used to love NCIS. That's another good one.
Oh, NCIS, yeah. Like
Jethro's Slap. People are like, what? What's a Jethro's Slap? It's like the back of your head when you do something or say something stupid, you just pops you on the back of the head. Oh, ow! It's Jethro's Slap. Yeah, I used to love NCIS. Blue Bloods is a great show. Yeah. Ghost Pepper or Cinnamon Powder, both on its own. Neither. Well, neither. She does not.
Ghost Pepper wouldn't even come into my house.
No, but he's talking about taking a spoon.
Oh no! Cinnamon powder isn't it like a bad thing to do?
It is. That's why it's like a challenge.
No,
you try to
I'm not doing that. I'll put cinnamon powder on my toast.
Gloomhaven or Seventh Continent? I think I've played both of those exactly one time each. So maybe I've played Seventh Continent a couple of times, but. Gloomhaven that was not me. That was not my bag. On top of that, it was super Tom's bag. And when Gloomhaven came in, he played it with us once. And then he was like, mine. And he took it back to his house. And we didn't see it again until he reviewed it. And we were like, bruh, what's up? But he did it all solo.
You told me he really liked that.
Yeah, he really liked it, and I think he picked up on the fact that it was just not a game for me and Z. So Mexican breakfast or Mexican lunch. That's one of the cool things I like about Mexican
Huevos
food.
rancheros, Mexican breakfast.
You don't. See, with me, I don't differentiate between Mexican breakfast or lunch. I just don't. If I wanted soft tacos, if I wanted breakfast tacos, if I wanted a breakfast burrito, I could always go and get whatever I wanted in Texas at any time of the day. I didn't have to get huevos rancheros at breakfast. I could go at dinner time and get huevos rancheros.
I agree, but if it's saying specific...
Which, by the way, let's stop being prim and proper. That just means ranch eggs. So, and it's not even really it's just fried eggs with...
Over chorizo.
That's a way that you cook ranch eggs. Come on.
The only way.
Come on. You know this. It's not the only way.
No, it's not the only way.
Card sleeved or not, I am not a person that has to sleeve. What are you doing? The chaos factor comes alive. I know. I do not sleeve all the cards. If it's a game where you handle the cards constantly, then yeah, I'll probably sleeve the cards, but I'm not going to go out of my way to do it.
We don't have many games that are
sleeved. We don't have very many games that are sleeved. Memoir 44, Eastern Front or Pacific Theater? Well, I'm going to say Eastern Front, and this has turned into 25 minutes.
You're fine.
I'm sorry. We got to get going. But I'm going to say Eastern Front. I was more of a fan of the Eastern Front than I was of the Pacific Theater. And again, when I say fan, I mean, for example, love Band of Brothers. Loved that series.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Watched
so
the
good.
entire Pacific series. Did not like it nearly as well as I did Band of Brothers because I'm more interested in the European theater of that war. The Pacific Theater, it was good, don't get me wrong. I just wasn't invested in it. I still liked how they took the time to pay homage and all that kind of stuff. I super love that. But I just wasn't as invested as I was in the European part of that war. So for me, it would be Eastern Front, but Pacific Theater is also a good. It adds the Japanese army to your ability to the minis and all that kind of stuff. So it's a good expansion. Don't get me wrong, but I personally prefer the Eastern Front one better. Eastern Front or Winter Wars. Ooh. Well, Eastern Front adds to the Russian army. Western Wars adds, I think, more scenarios and more terrain and all of that kind of stuff. So I would probably go with Eastern Front again on that one. If you're talking about in order of what should I buy, personally, I would go with between those three that you've given me. I would go with Eastern Front, Winter Wars, and then Pacific Theater. No. Eastern Front, Pacific Theater, because it adds another army. So you add the Russians with the Eastern Front, you add the Japanese with the Pacific Theater, and then go back and get Winter Wars. That's what I would do. Horror or thriller? I know what you're going to say. If you had to pick one of them, you're going to pick
be a
thriller. Yes.
I will not watch
This is one of the things that makes me laugh every time because we'll be watching a show, TV show or movie, and I'm thinking in my head, that dude's gonna get shot. That dude's gonna get shot. He's gonna get shot. It's coming like in 5 seconds. This guy's gonna get shot. This guy's gonna get shot in the head. This guy's gonna get shot. And he finally gets shot, and she jumps 3 feet in the air and screams at the top of her lungs because it just scared the ever-living crap out of her. And I'm like, how did you not know that was going to happen?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. And then it does happen, and I literally scream out loud.
It just, I'm like, and it hurts because we sit on the couch next to each other, and she's holding me, and it's like, and it's like my arm is now mangled.
In your ear.
And my ear is screamed in. But anyway, yeah, I'm a big miniatures war gamer. My favorite period is late war, Europe, Pacific, not so much Eastern Front. Yes, early war, not really. Yep, there we go. All right, well, we're gonna get out of here. We got a person that's needs to go get picked up, and then my son Aiden is about to get picked up by his mom. So we got to get going. We have thoroughly enjoyed our time today, and we hope that you have too, because that's why we do this. We love the community aspect of this new venture of ours. So we thank you guys for joining us. We appreciate it because you took time out of your schedules just like we did to be here. So you've seen what we've got from Restoration Games, so hope you enjoyed that unboxing. I'm super looking forward to piling into all of this stuff. So be on the lookout for that coming up on the near future. Jamaica or Hawaii? Trip to Jamaica or Hawaii?
I would take either right now. Literally, go ahead. Anybody wants to send us, I'll go.
No. I've been to Jamaica, so I would want to go to Hawaii.
Oh, I've been to Hawaii, but I haven't been to Jamaica.
One of the Dice Tower cruises actually had a stop in Jamaica.
That's cool.
So we actually went and climbed a waterfall.
Nice.
In Jamaica, it was me, David, Michael, and that was it. It was me, David, and Michael. We went and climbed a waterfall. So
I would go to either one. They're both beautiful places.
Yep. I have never been to Hawaii, so I would love to go to Hawaii. So maybe we'll make that
Someday. Maybe someday that would happen.
Bucket list. There we go. All right. Well, it's been a great time. Mom Gamer says this has been awesome. Thank you, lovelies. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're going to get out of here. Have a great weekend. We'll see you guys and gals on the flip side.
Bye.
Take care. And we have to kind of just wait.
I know.
For a little bit so that the stream catches up and I don't end it prematurely.
We wait.
I'm going to take a drink.
I'm out. Like, I mean, literally. I'm down to nothings.
Yummy, yummy.
I need a t-shirt. My prom picture was with my